girls basketball tonight as Portage is the opponent, familiar foe out of the Badger North Conference, although these games tonight are not officially sanctioned Badger North Conference games, at least not this year, with the conference not sponsoring an official conference season due to the current pandemic situation. But Beaver Dam's got a busy week in front of them with games tonight and also on Friday and Saturday. So good primer tonight for the Golden Beavers to get this busy week going. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a quick 2-minute break. We'll come back, give you the starting lineups, and get going in the JV game after this 2-minute break on dailydodge.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamp, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
To those who love the grind, run with us on a John Deere Gator UV. Because your daily routine may change, but the land stays the same. There's still ground to cover and a herd to keep in line. Out here, the work never stops. So keep going on a Gator UV with the power to forge ahead. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Visit your local John Deere dealer, Ballweg Implement in Waupun on Highway 68 West and Beaver Dam on North Spring Street. And always online at ballweg.biz.
Well, here are the starting lineups for tonight's JV game. First, for the Portage roster, coached by Mike Hemming. They will start Naomi Salsa. She is a sophomore, along with Greta Shortreed, also a sophomore. Hannah Kalungi is a freshman. She'll get the start, along with Kylie Chapman, a junior. And rounding out the starting five for the Warriors is Mika Erdman. She is a freshman. So, again, those starters for the Warriors in the JV game, it's Naomi Salsa, Greta Shortreed, Hannah Kalungi, Kylie Chapman, and Mika Erdman. Meanwhile, the starters for the Beaver Dam JVs, coached by Allie Wilkie. One change, Ellen Poles is actually up with the varsity tonight due to the shortage of players on the varsity squad. So Olivia DeStefano, a freshman, will start at guard along with Peyton Wheatsky, a junior. Amy Storhoff, a sophomore, and Layla Ashley, a junior. Freshman Brooklyn Holt gets the start at forward. So again, it's Olivia DeStefano, Peyton Wheatsky, Amy Storhoff, Layla Ashley, and Brooklyn Holt getting the start for the Golden Beavers, who come into this game at 12-1 on the season. And we're ready to get this contest underway, and it's going to be Erdman to toss it in. Portage wearing the black jerseys and shorts with the orange numbers and the white trim. And Beaver Dam, as per usual, in the home whites tonight. And here we go. JV action underway from the field house. Glad you're with us on dailydodge.com. And pass to the baseline was going out of bounds. It was saved. And now a shot is blocked as Kalungi tried to go up with it, but was retrieved by Chapman. Chapman on the baseline, and she is fouled by Storhoff, who was playing tight defense on Chapman. And Chapman was trying to go up with it, actually. And so she'll earn a quick trip over to the free throw line for a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws in our first foul of the game. So here is Chapman, and the first one is on the money for Kylie Chapman. gets the Warriors on the board 1-0 on your Super Lube scoreboard. Second one is good too. So she gets them both 2-0 Portage on your Super Lube scoreboard. We're 17 seconds into the contest. And I should have mentioned, I was talking with head coach Mike Hemming before the game as a layup is no good for Holt, but she's fouled. I was talking to Mike Hemming before the game, the Portage JV coach. He knows Beaver Dam baseball coach Nate Wilkie, and he said he designed that opening play tonight that he called it the Natester. And he said that was in honor of Nate Wilkie of Beaver Dam. Here's Holt at the line, and the first one is good. Got the friendly bounce. Foul, by the way, was on Hannah Kalungi, her first, and the team fouls are now even up at 1 apiece. Another Richelieu Foods free throw here for Holt, and it is good. So make it a 2-2 ball game on your Super Lube scoreboard, not even 30 seconds in, and we've already seen 4 free throws made, 2 by each team. And this is Salsa in the backcourt, trying to bring it ahead and does. Layla Ashley guarding her very closely and knocked the ball loose. Actually, beg your pardon, this is short read. Short read, beg your pardon. Well, one-handed up, and it's off the rim, no good, and the rebound was knocked out of bounds. I believe that's touched by Holt, and it was. So it's going to be Erdman to throw it in for the Warriors. Erdman on the baseline, looking, still looking, flirting with a 5 count, and finally, throws it in, but it's intercepted by Storhoff. Now a 2-on-1, going the other way. Right side dish, layup is good for DeStefano. So Storhoff with the helper, DeStefano with the finish. And it is 4-2 in favor of Beaver Dam. Ashley knocks a pass out of bounds. Well, Portage is going to have to inbound once again. And this is going to be Kalungi to throw it in. 14:54 to go, opening stanza. And the pass in was tipped, but grabbed by Short Reed. And here's Short Reed. Working the high left side. She's picked up defensively by DeStefano. Man defense here for Beaver Dam. And Short Reed traveled. She picked it up. So Beaver Dam will inbound. This is Wheatsky to throw it in. Over to Ashley. Ashley will trot through the center circle. Off a screen, she goes to the right side, puts on the brakes, kicks it out to the corner. Storhoff trying a 3-ball. It is good from the right corner. Amy Storhoff with the trifecta, and it's 7-2 in favor of the Golden Beavers on your Super Lube scoreboard. 14:19 to go first half, and a ball's knocked loose by DeStefano, grabbed by Ashley, throws it ahead to Wheatsky. Wheatsky, bounce pass to Ashley. Now a return feed played on a hop by Wheatsky. She'll try a 3. It's no good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it's going to, well, we had referees. Each one was pointing a different direction. And which way is it going? It's going the other way. All right. One referee was pointing left. The other was pointing right. And, well, there's some discussion now. Well, they're going to give it to Portage. Okay. It happens. So this is going to be Kalungi to throw it in. And it's stolen. And Ashley lost the handle on it, but DeStefano grabs it in the lane, and she's tied up. Jump ball is called. The arrow is in favor of Beaver Dam. So Beaver Dam will inbound. We are 1 minute and 59 seconds into the contest. 5-point Beaver Dam lead on your Super Lube scoreboard. Inbounds pass was knocked around and grabbed by Erdman. And then Erdman threw it away. Ashley swatted it right in to Wheatsky, who was on the right doorstep for a bucket. 9-2. Beaver Dam on top. 13:44 to go first half. Pass to the baseline. Shot is up, and a shot is in for Kylie Chapman. She's up to 4 points, and it's 9-4. She's got all 4 points for Portage. They trail by 5 on the Super Lube scoreboard. There's a drive. Layup is no good. Offensive rebound putback. That won't go for Holt. And Chapman fighting for the rebound. Holt ties her up. And this time the arrow is going the other direction, which means it'll be Portage basketball. And now a hockey line change is subs aplenty coming in for Portage. Let's see if we can get them all here. Haley Hins, a sophomore, is in. Lacey Wilcox, a sophomore, is in. Let's see, Maya Bolgreen, a freshman, has checked in. And a traveling violation on Portage. In for Beaver Dam, Kenzie Gritzmacher. She's a freshman. Trying to see if I missed anybody here for Portage. They get it into Holt through the Golden Beavers, and a pass to the baseline is out of bounds as Ashley could not corral it. Nicole Isaacson also checked in for Portage. So I think we got everybody now. Ooh, almost an over and back. And, well, turnover anyways as the pass sails out of bounds behind the Beaver Dam bench over into the bleachers. And Storhoff nice enough to go retrieve it. 13-10 remaining in the opening half of our JV game. 9-4 on the Super Loop scoreboard. Beaver Dam leads this contest by 5. So here is Ashley out on the left wing side. Pump fake. Ashley giving it now to Emma Wendt. She had checked down a little while ago. Back to Wietzke on the wing for 3. It's in and out, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Gritzmacher, and she's fouled as she tried to go back up with it. So Mackenzie Gritzmacher with an all-expenses-paid trip to the free throw line for a couple of Richelieu Foods free throws. That foul was called on, let's see what they got it on here. First free throw is up, and it is good for Gritzmacher. Well, they put 33 on the board for the foul, but there's no 33 out there for Portage. Second free throw is no good. And an offensive rebound. So a reload for the Golden Beavers. And here's Ashley. Right side, pass to the corner. Gritzmacher ball fake. Floats one up on her way in, and it goes for Kenzie Gritzmacher. She's got 3. 12-4, Beaver Dam with the lead. Well, there is a 33 out there. I beg your pardon. I'm just trying to see. There were a whole bunch of number changes before the game tonight. And I'm just not sure who, I'm looking to see who 33 is supposed to be on this roster. So I apologize if I got a mystery player out there. We'll check that as quick as we possibly can. But, yeah, I spent about 5-10 minutes with the Portage staff before the game getting all these number changes. And because they brought some JV 2 players onto the JV 1 roster. 2-3 zone defense here for Portage. And some of them have different numbers than what's on this roster. And so we got most of it anyways. Nice pass underneath, and Wendt is behind the defense. Cora Wendt for 2. 14-4. So Beaver Dam's up the lead to 10 on the Super Loop scoreboard with just under 12 minutes left in the first half of our JV game. Ball out of bounds, knocked out by Beaver Dam, and Portage will keep possession. So the Warriors will inbound. And this is going to be Haley Hins to throw it in. And she does get it in. That's Lacey Wilcox double-teamed. She's in trouble. Wilcox looking for help, and stolen by Ashley. To Gritzmacher, trying to go backdoor to Wietzke on the lob. Wietzke puts a little baby hook up. It's no good. Offensive board. Ashley put back won't go. And they fight for the rebound. Wendt along with Wilcox. They call a jump ball. Arrows favoring Portage. And Olivia DeStefano checking back in now for the Golden Beavers. 11:34 left in the first half. Golden Beavers to inbound with Gritzmacher on that baseline. Lob pass in. Wide open. An easy layup for Cora Wendt. She came charging down Park Avenue. Easy bucket. 16-4 as it's a 12-point Beaver Dam lead. And it's still pretty early. 11:22 and counting left in the first half. There's a Pat's tip, but it's going to be saved by Bullgreen. Missed a shot. Ball's loose, and Wendt has it. Throws it ahead to Ashley. 1-on-2 the other way. Ashley, underhanded shot, no good, and a foul is going to be called. And they called it on our mystery 33 player. That'd be her second and the team's fourth. So some Richelieu Foods free throws here. And the first one is good for Layla Ashley and gets her into the scoring column tonight. And Storhoff was about to check in, but she's got to wait. She's going to wait until after the next free throw. One more for Ashley. And this one is in and out. But an offensive rebound for Emma Wendt. Here's Gritzmacher now, floating one up and scoring on the right side. 19-4. So the Beaver Dam lead at 15. And inbounds pass stolen by Ashley, and she lays it up and in. 21-4 with 10:46 and counting left in the opening half. On the Super Lube scoreboard, Mike Tronson with you on the DailyDodge.com video stream. Varsity action, part 2 of our doubleheader later tonight. That game will also be simulcast on the radio on 1430 WBEV. Here's a drive, and a baseline shot is off the rim a little bit short for Bull Green. Another putback. That won't go. Fighting for the rebound, and what do we got? Jump ball is called, and this time the alternate arrow will give it to the Golden Beavers as it's pointing that direction. Or will it? The arrow was pointing to the left, but then they immediately switched it when they called the jump ball. I think the arrow was wrong, and so Portage is actually going to keep it. Might have been just an error at the table there where they forgot to switch it last time out. So here is an inbounds pass. The shot is up off the glass, and it goes for Bull Green. And a timeout called by Portage with 10:15 to go first half. This timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And we'll keep it right here. And a reminder that if you would like to continue the tradition tonight and send me an email, I'd be happy to give you a shout out on the broadcast. Just send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. Send that to sports@dailydodge.com. Again, that's sports@dailydodge.com. And we'll be happy to give you a shout out. In fact, there's an email already in tonight. It says, wow, cheering for the Beaver Dam girls and hope they have a great game, especially good old number 33, Brooke. Says, have a good game and don't forget to have some fun, ladies, and they're having fun right now. Up 21-6. Here's DeStefano faking a three, kicking it out. Now takes a return feed. She'll try the step back three and buries it. DeStefano from downtown. That email, by the way, was from Brooke's favorite Minnesota grandparents checking in tonight. Shar and Greg checking in with that email. Thank you very much for sending that along. Do appreciate it. Again, sports@dailydodge.com. Turnover Portage. 24-6, Beaver Dam leads. And here is Wendt in the left corner trying a three ball. It's off the rim, no good for Cora Wendt. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to stay on this end. Last touch by the Warriors. Looks like Chapman's going to return for Portage and Coach Mike Hemming. Wheatsky's going to throw it in. And that one's off the fingertips of Cora Wendt and out of bounds, so that will give it to Portage. Well, the Warriors have it, but they have some ground to make up. 24-6, Beaver Dam leading by 18, and there's the steal. Back the other way, this is Wheatsky, left side going in, missed the layup but got fouled. She'll head to the free throw line for a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws. That foul was called on Short Reed, and she picks up her first and the team's fifth. So the first of two is good for Wheatsky. And the second of two, good. 26-6. Beaver Dam has got a 20-point advantage with 9:18 and counting left until halftime. So we're Almost to the halfway point of the opening stanza, and Beaver Dam's up 20 as the ball is tipped out of bounds. And no, they're saying off of Portage, it'll go right back to Beaver Dam. This is going to be DiStefano to inbound and gives it right to Wheatsky. Wheatsky across the timeline for the Golden Beavers. Little pass to the free throw line. There's Cora Wendt. Bounce pass out to Storhoff. She's guarded there by Short Reed. She goes baseline anyways and put one up. Got fouled in the process. Let's see. This one is going to go on, the foul is going to go on Chapman. 2 shots at the free throw line. Richelieu Foods free throws for Storhoff. And the first one is no good off the rim. I was talking with Coach Allie Wilkie and pretty much the entire JV team before the broadcast tonight, and was joking with the girls, and they were laughing how they said that here's the second free throw. That one is off the back of the rim, no good. But an offensive board kept alive by DiStefano. Storhoff will try a 3-ball. It's high off the back rim, no good. Cora Wendt the rebound, kicks it out. Well, offensive rebounds aplenty as Beaver Dam gets a reload, but they were laughing how at times my voice carries through the gym, especially when there's not a lot of people in here. And here's Wendt for 3 at the top of the key. Got the friendly bounce. Cora Wendt. But they said, yeah, your voice, they kind of makes them a little nervous because they can hear my voice when they're trying to get ready to shoot a free throw. And I said, well, I've kind of learned to kind of stop talking for a little bit before you shoot so you don't have to listen to that. As the ball is out of bounds, Beaver Dam's going to get it back. But I said, I forget that my voice will carry, especially when there's, not a ton of people, a lot of noise in the gym. And they laughed. They weren't upset or anything, but we had a good chuckle about that. And I said, well, I'll try and be conscious of that when you're shooting or getting ready to shoot anyways. And we laughed. Here's Wheatsky for 3. That's good. Peyton Wheatsky from behind the arc. 32-6. Beaver Dam running away with this early. We have exactly 8 minutes left in the first half on the Super Loop scoreboard as a pass is out of bounds, sails out of bounds, and will go back to the Golden Beavers. Lots of turnovers here on the part of Portage. Well, you can credit Beaver Dam and their way they play defense for a lot of that. So Beaver Dam a chance to add to this already comfortable lead here with 7:58 remaining in the first half. Wheatsky to Storhoff inside the free throw line. Lob pass out to DiStefano. She'll try a triple. No good. And they're tiptoeing the end line after grabbing the rebound was Salsa. Naomi Salsa, boy, she just stayed in bounds. I mean, she had no more real estate to work with. With it now is Isaacson. Giving it now to Short Reed. Short Reed hassled by Wheatsky. Post feed is too strong, and actually Holt intercepts it. Throws it ahead to Peyton. Wheatsky's pass was tipped and going to be stolen by Short Reed. Here come the Warriors retreating the other way. Short Reed kicks it out to the left side. And I'll pass down to towards the baseline, and it's going to be a foul on Storhoff, getting the arm of the intended target. And now Cora Wendt will head to the bench, and Mackenzie Gritzmacher checks back in for the Golden Beavers. 7:09 remaining first half. Portage Warriors get it in, left side, working with it there. Lacey Wilcox. Now they go to the free throw line, and that's a block by Holt. She blocked Mika Erdman. Now at the other end going in for a layup. Missing it was Wheatsky, but there's a foul called. How about Holt with the rejection at the other end? How about Richelieu Foods free throws? A couple of them coming up here for Wheatsky. The foul was on Short Reed, her second. Okay, I'll stop talking before she shoots the first one. And she made it. Look at that. Look at that. Right on cue. As we have some subs coming in, I was just talking about that, and it works. Let's try it again. Maybe we can go 2 for 2. What do you know? How about that? Wheatsky now 9 points, 34-6. Beaver Dam leads on the Super Lube scoreboard. We're down to 6:45 and counting left in the first half. Steal by Wietzke. Intercepts the pass, throws it ahead, going in uncontested. Ashley right side. Layup is good. She finishes with the right hand, and it's 36-6. So it's now a 30-point Beaver Dam advantage on the Super Lube scoreboard. Here's another turnover. Holt comes up with that one. And the Golden Beavers with a chance to tack on some more. Approaching the 6-minute mark and counting of the first half. Gritzmacher 3-ball from the left corner. Splash. Kenzie Gritzmacher makes it 39-6. Golden Beavers over the Warriors. And there's a pass tipped out of bounds by Holt that was intended for Erdman. And inbounding will be Hannah Kalungi. Kalungi on the sideline, looking to get it in, still looking, flirting with a 5 count, and there it is. Yep, she just couldn't find anybody. And so they call her for a 5-second violation. And it'll be Beaver Dam ball once again. I don't have the exact number of turnovers, but it's pretty high right now. Beaver Dam just causing all sorts of fits for the Warriors. Here's Gritzmacher, top of the bubble, left side. Wietzke into the post. There's Holt. Little hook shot is up. It is no good off the rim. Rebound out of bounds. They're saying Holt was the last to touch it, so the Warriors catch a break as they're going to send in some subs. 5:36 remaining in the first half. Again, send me an email tonight, and I'll get you a mention on the broadcast, sports@dailydodge.com. Wietzke intercepts, and we'll send it ahead to Ashley for the layup. Layla Ashley now with 7, 41-6. I got a couple that just came in a few moments ago. I'll get to those here in just a little bit. That pass is knocked out of bounds by Gritzmacher. See what we got here. So we've got one email came in. Hello, checking in to wish Amy Storhoff and the Beaver Dam girls a great night. Lots of excitement. Go Beaver Dam and go Pack Go. That's from Aunt Diane Storhoff. Diane, thank you very much for the email. Do appreciate it. And off a turnover back the other way, this is Layla Ashley. She's not going to miss that 0-footer. 9 points for Layla, and it's 43-6 Beaver Dam. We've got 5 minutes left in the first half. Another email here, wishing the Beaver Dam JV team the best. Cozy night in northern Minnesota as the ball is out of bounds. Watching the game and cheering for granddaughter DeStefano from downtown. Great job, girls. That's from Joe checking in tonight up in northern Minnesota, my home state of Minnesota. Off the inbounds, there's a foul, I believe, on Wendt. So, yep, that foul was called on Emma Wendt. And so this is going to be Chloe Schultz going to the free throw line for Portage. And the first one is no good for Schultz. One more coming up, though, from the Richelieu Foods free throw line. Second one, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound for Holt. 43-6. The score remains lopsided in favor of Beaver Dam as a post feed, and it's a little bit too far for the outstretched fingertips of Holt, and it goes out of bounds. All right, we've got, let's see here, another email coming in. Shout out for number 15, Liv. My brother and I are cheering on our sister from home. So proud of all the girls. It's always so fun to watch. That's from Bree DeStefano. Bree, thanks so much for checking in as a baseline shot is up, no good. And Gritzmacher, the rebound, throws it at Ashley's all the way back past the rest of the traffic, and she goes in for another layup. She's into double figures with 11 points, 45-6. And here's Chapman putting a shot up from close range. No good. Might have been partially blocked. Gritzmacher has the loose change. She's racing ahead, turning on the afterburners, and the layup is good for Gritzmacher. Just took it all the way down the floor. 47-6, and it's a 41-point Beaver Dam advantage on your Super Lube scoreboard with 3:52 to go. First half. Ball was knocked into the backcourt, but Maya Bolgreen will save that one. It was not an over and back as Beaver Dam tipped it. Here's Chapman now. Chapman high on the right, guarded by Cora Wendt. Little lob pass left side taken by Keppert, Madeline Keppert. Looking down to Hannah Kalungi. And now a return feed is tipped, stolen, and we've got a whistle as Holt was trying to go off to the races after coming up with the ball, and that foul is going to be called on Bolgreen, her second and the team's 8th. So it's going to be a Richelieu Foods 1+1 at the other end for Holt. Again, if you're tuning in wondering where the heck is Ellen Poles, who has been a regular on the JV team this year, she's fine. She's going to be actually playing in the varsity game tonight. She was moved up because of the rash of injuries that the Beaver Dam varsity girls have experienced. And the front end of the bonus is good for Holt. But no, she's fine. But she's going to provide a little relief up at the varsity level tonight. Second free throw off the front of the rim, short rebound, and she grabs her own rebound as it was tipped out. And a reload for the Golden Beavers, 3:17 to go. First half. Nice pass. Holt, another hook shot. It's up. No good off the rim. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be grabbed by Naomi Salsa. And here's a pass off the fingertips of Short Reed, and Beaver Dam with yet another turnover as they work it ahead. Here's Wendt, and Wendt's shot is off the rim. No good. They grab onto the rebound. Jump ball is called off the miss by Emma Wendt, and I can't see the arrow. The official standing right in front of it. Well, it's going to be, is it white? Yeah, it is. Beaver Dam's going to keep possession here. DeStefano throwing it in. Finds Wendt. Holt kicking it out right side. Storhoff for 3. No good. Offensive board. DeStefano. And another shot from the left side. That one's no good for Emma Wendt. Rebound out of bounds, but again, last touched by Portage, they're saying. 2:41 remaining in the opening half. Right now on the Super Lube scoreboard, it is 48-6 in favor of the Golden Beavers. Storhoff takes the inbounds feed. Dancing up towards the top of the bubble. Right side, DeStefano post feed. There's Wendt. High off the glass. Missed the shot. Rebound plucked out of there by Mika Erdman. Portage with only 2 field goals in the first half. I mean, and I was thinking about this before the game today. Beaver Dam JVs, they've played well all season long. They really, I've been really impressed defensively how well they played. Well, I don't know if you can say they've had a better effort maybe than what we're seeing here tonight in this first half. I mean, they've only given up 2 field goals and 6 points. And in fact, it's been quite a while. There's a shot up since the last Portage bucket. Jump ball was called, and the arrow says it belongs to the Warriors with 1 minute and 54 seconds left in the half. But I want to say it's been probably a good 10, 12 minutes at least of game time since the Warriors last scored. Incredible effort by Beaver Dam. And there's a post feed, kind of an errant pass, and they were fighting for it. Another tie-up, and this time the alternate arrow gives it back to Beaver Dam. And I know that Portage has, been struggling here the last few years. The program, they're trying to get through some tough times and improve. And, they're got to credit these girls for, working hard, even though it's been a struggle at times. Shot is up, shot is in for Emma Wendt. Off the glass, 50-6. Beaver Dam on top with 1 minute 30 left in the first half on your Super Lube scoreboard. But, some tough times right now. But, Beaver Dam, I don't care who you're playing. And, you allows just 6 points in the first roughly 15 minutes of the game, that's pretty good, folks. That's pretty darn good. Here is Erdman. And that pass was knocked out of bounds by Beaver Dam. Subs coming in for the Warriors. They'll inbound on the baseline to our right. 68 seconds left in the half. And they're flirting with that 5 count again, and they just do get it in before the whistle would have blown. And there's a block by Holt, but the deflection was grabbed by one of the Warriors players. She put it up, and I'm just trying to see the number as her was turned. Okay, that was scored by Kalungi. She got the rebound, and that's the first bucket in quite some time for the Warriors. 50-8. Beaver Dam on top on your Super Loop scoreboard. And how about Cora? Went for 3. That's off the rim, no good. Long rebound is going to be grabbed by Lacey Wilcox. Kalungi looking down low. Pass was tipped right back to her by Salsa. 27 seconds left in the half, and we've got ball knocked out of bounds. Kalungi fell down. Just momentary delay. Now we're ready to go, I guess. Inbounds pass. Post feed was intercepted by Holt. So 20 seconds left in the half, and a turnover, carrying violation on Storhoff. So Portage will inbound, take it back the other way. 19.7 seconds to play in the half. And Kalungi will take it across the midcourt stripe and give it to Salsa. Nope, beg your pardon. This is Wilcox. 10 seconds. Post feed. There's Chapman. Chapman in the right block, guarded by Holt. Shoots over Holt. No good off the rim. And the rebound for the Golden Beavers, and they're not going to be able to get a shot off as the horn sounds, but what an effort in the first half. Beaver Dam JVs at the break on the Super Loop scoreboard lead the Portage Warriors by the score of 50-8. Stay with us. We'll take a 4-minute break. Come back for our intermission report right after this on DailyDodge.com.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
With new bulk storage facilities in Watertown, Burnett, and Friesland, Coal Oil and Propane is now bringing the heat to your homes during the cold winter times with propane and fuel oil. Serving customers in Beaver Dam and all surrounding areas, Coal Oil and Propane is a family-owned company celebrating 100 years of reliable, professional delivery, competitive pricing, and excellent customer service. Check them out at coaloilandpropane.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all Beaver Dam athletes. While at home watching high school sports, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Are you looking for a career where you are appreciated and treated well for what you do? Pine Hills Trucking is currently hiring and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, knows the entire team has contributed to the success of the business, and he's grateful for everyone he has worked with along the way. Now he wants to hear from you. Call 920-887-8337 to learn more. Your friends at Pine Hills Trucking wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Power Sports Company is Wisconsin's premier source for Honda, Ubco, Kubota, Skag, Stihl, and now Polaris. If you're looking for fun on an ATV, UTV, or scooter, or are in need of power equipment like snowblowers and tractors, Power Sports Company is your go-to place. Power Sports makes sure you get the customer service you need and deserve as your trusted partner for sales, service, parts, accessories, and apparel. Follow Power Sports Company on Facebook, online at powersportscompany.com, and in person on Kellum Road in Beaver Dam. Power Sports Company. QBS Law in Beaver Dam and Mayville is a full-service local law firm. QBS's attorneys and skilled support staff are ready to serve all your legal needs with a personal touch. QBS handles personal injury claims, workers' compensation, Social Security, disability, bankruptcy, litigation cases, business matters, corporate and business issues, criminal, traffic and drunk driving cases, real estate transactions, probate, estate planning, and more. Call QBS Law in Beaver Dam and Mayville or visit them online at qbslaw.com.
And back inside the field house, Mike Tronson with you on the dailydodge.com video stream. Halftime of our JV girls basketball game, and at the break on the Super Lube scoreboard, Beaver Dam leads Portage by the score of 50-8. And our presenting video sponsors for tonight's games include Columbus Family Dental, QBS Law, specializing in personal injury, transactional law, and will and probate, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's games also brought to you by Pine Hills Trucking, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Coal, Oil and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Super Lube, Richelieu Foods, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Power Sports Company, Ballweg Implement, Richards Insurance, Surefire, and Bayside Supper Club. Be sure to stay up to date with Beaver Dam Unified School District news at bdusd.org. And follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Beaver Dam USD. Also, don't forget to tune in to the monthly Let's Talk radio show with Superintendent Mark DiStefano on the third Thursday of the month at 11:10 a.m. on 1430 WBEV, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, guiding students, empowering futures. Let's give you the first half individual scoring. And for Beaver Dam, they were paced in the first half by Layla Ashley. Ashley with 11 points to lead all scorers in the game. Right behind her was Mackenzie Gritzmacher. Kenzie had 10 in the first half tonight. So Beaver Dam with two players in double figures in the first half tonight. Almost in double figures was Peyton Wheatsky. Wheatsky with 9 in that first half. Cora went with 7. Olivia DiStefano had 5, including 1 from downtown. Let's see. Amy Storhoff had a triple. She finished the half with 3. Brooklyn Holt, 3 free throws. She finished the half with 3. And Emma went with a bucket to finish the half with 2. Meanwhile, on the Portage side, it was Kylie Chapman leading the way with 4 points for the Warriors, 2 points for Hannah Kalungi, and another 2 points in the half for Maya Bolgreen. Again, if you'd like to send me an email on the broadcast, I'd be happy to give you a shout-out. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and I'll be happy to give you a mention on the broadcast tonight. That email address is sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. And we do that every broadcast. We like to make them interactive and have some fun. So send me an email and we'll give you a shout out. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're back in 2 minutes on dailydodge.com.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Richelieu Foods in Beaver Dam is a leading private label food manufacturer, stocking your freezer with delicious pizzas all year long. Richelieu Foods is now hiring for full-time, part-time, and temporary manufacturing positions, and they offer a safe and clean working environment. Become part of the family at Richelieu Foods. Call them today at 920-887-1794. Your friends at Richelieu Foods would like to wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Brought to you by Richelieu Foods, a great place to grow your career.
Well, we're about a minute away from now we're going to start the second half early, I guess, as they stop the halftime clock with about a minute left. By the way, I found out who our mystery number 33 player was for Portage, and that is Fallon Breinig. She, as we start the second half, and Ashley's shot is up off the rim, no good, but she got her own rebound. So Beaver Dam picking right up where they left off at the end of the first half, and now a whistle as they worked it down low to Holt. See what we got here. Beaver Dam is going to keep possession. But yeah, I was talking with the Portage coaching staff before the game, and there were a whole bunch of wide open on the inbounds play. Storhoff, there was nobody there, and that was too easy. Storhoff scores, makes the layup, and it's 52-8. But I was talking with them, and they were giving me all the changes to their JV and JV roster because several players from JV2 joined the JV1 team today, and they had different numbers. And I guess I missed Fallon Breinig. So I apologize, Fallon, and she's the one wearing number 33 as the shot is up and in. Otherwise, I think we're good. And now Holt at the other end, layup is good for Brooklyn Holt. 54-10. Beaver Dam on top. My name is Mike Tronson. I'm joined by my videographer and engineer, Ninja, a.k.a. Justin Wilski. Part one of our doubleheader as the ball is knocked into the backcourt by DeStefano, but saved by Shortreed. And she finds a teammate, and that is Chapman that banks it home. And we had a whistle, and we have a timeout called. Timeout has been called. Brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And we'll keep it here during this timeout. And again, sports at dailydodge.com. If you want to sneak an email in here, be happy to give you a shout out on the broadcast. We've got more sports coming up later this week here on the dailydodge.com video stream. This coming Friday night, we've got JV and varsity boys hockey as Beaver Dam will entertain Waukesha North at the Family Center on Friday night, the 22nd. Join us for the JV game at 5 p.m. and the puck drops on the varsity game at 7 p.m. That's Friday night, the 22nd, right here on dailydodge.com. Hope you'll tune in for boys hockey. And then we've got girls basketball again this Saturday here on the dailydodge.com video stream. Beaver Dam girls JV and varsity hosting Sauk Prairie here in the field house on Saturday afternoon. I believe that's 2:30 for the JVs and a 4 o'clock varsity games. We had a foul on Portage. Second of the half. That one was on Erdman. So we'll have more action for you later this week after we take a couple of days off. Wednesday and Thursday as the ball knocked out of bounds. Wade Bates will have the play-by-play on Friday of the hockey, and I'll be back with you on Saturday afternoon for the basketball game. Here's Ashley, and she gives it to DeStefano. She's at the top of the silo. Out to Wietzke, right elbow. Now she drives between the circles, sends it left side for Storhoff. Now to the corner. There's DeStefano. Little lob pass. Wietzke, double team. Drives out of trouble. And a pass is intercepted. And back the other way. Oh, losing the handle on it was Salsa. And Beaver Dam recovers. And now Ashley out in three-point land. Sends it up around the horn. And they go left side for Storhoff. She'll pop a three. It is short. And Erdman has the rebound for Portage. Defensive board there for Mika Erdman. And Warriors have it. This is short read through the center circle. Picked up defensively by Ashley. Ashley trying to follow her. Chapman had set a screen. Pass down to the corner, and that one's out of bounds as it's going to go back to Beaver Dam as Salsa was not able to handle that one. We've got 13:40 remaining second half of our JV game, and on the Super Lube scoreboard, it's all Beaver Dam, Golden Beavers 54 and the Warriors 12. Inbounds pass, Holt over to Ashley. Ashley and fast break bounce pass. There's DeStefano wide open on the right doorstep. She got fouled, missed the layup, but that's okay. She'll go to the free throw line for a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws. Foul, by the way, was on short read. And the first one's on the way. It is good. Money for DeStefano. Email here from Brett and Jody Recheck, rooting on the Beavers, especially Kenzie Gritzmacher. Go Beavers from Brett and Jody Recheck, checking in on the broadcast. They're regulars on the broadcast when they send out an email just about every night we're on the air. No good on the free throw, but an offensive board hold, and she's wide open. Why not take a baseline shot? Missed it, though, off the rim. Rebound is out of bounds, and it will go back to Portage. Yeah, the Rechecks, they're regular contributors to the broadcast. In fact, a lot of you folks that send us emails on a game-by-game or nightly basis, we appreciate that. Glad you're tuned in, and we're glad it means so much to you. In a time when, a lot of you can't be here, we understand that. And, that's why we do what we do. That's the bottom line. I mean, I'm not here for my own amusement. I have fun, believe me, as a shot is up off the rim, no good. Offensive board is kept alive, and a block by Storhoff. And Beaver Dam was heading back the other way, but a whistle. Let's see what we got here. We have contact on Portage. No, I do have a lot of fun, but, the bottom line is we do this for you. This is all about you. It's for these kids, too. I mean, it's for these kids. It's for these programs. So, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. And, but this year I think it's obviously taken on a bigger meaning with, my goodness, we went all those weeks with no fans here. Now we have limited number of fans, and, I still can hardly wait until the day we can open up the doors and bring everybody back in, or all of you back in here, as Beaver Dam turns it over. That just can't come soon enough, as far as I'm concerned. 12:34 to go in the second half. 55-12, BD on top of Portage. Lacey Wilcox. She's being hassled by DeStefano. Still trying to get rid of it, and pass is intercepted by Layla Ashley. One-on-one the other way. Ashley is fouled at the other end. And that foul is going to go on our number 33, who is not a mystery anymore. That is Fallon Brining picking up the foul, her third. Ashley for a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws. And again, I'll stop talking before she shoots because she'll get mad if I don't. And look at that. And she made it. We were talking about that in the first half tonight. 56-12 Beaver Dam. Can she do 2 in a row? Absolutely. So it's now 57-12 Beaver Dam. 12:09 remaining until the end of the ball game. And this one has been pretty much, Beaver Dam's been in control this one since the get-go. And Holt playing defense down on the baseline, knocked the ball out of bounds. Maya Bullgreen was down there on the baseline, and now subs coming in for head coach Allie Wilkie. And really, you look at the Beaver Dam JVs tonight with polls up at the varsity game for tonight. You've basically got 8 players on this JV roster tonight that are available, that have suited up. Under 12 minutes to play in the ballgame. And this is Wilcox, who's being hassled by Wheatsky. Traveling violation on Wilcox. Beaver Dam's defense is just, it's too much right now. They allowed 8 in the first half, 4 thus far here in the second half. 2-3 zone for Portage. And here is Holt to Wheatsky. And what do we got? Oh, there's a turnover. Gritzmacher lost the handle on it. So the Warriors will send it to the left side on the lob pass. It's taken by Haley Hins. Now goes up to Bullgreen. Bullgreen out on the high right side. With it there is Nicole Isaacson. Gets it into Wilcox on the baseline. Puts a shot up and missed that one short. It was going out of bounds. Tried to save the rebound and, wait a minute, or actually, is it going to be Beaver Dam ball? Yes, it will. I thought for a moment the official was pointing the other way, which surprised me a little bit, but nope, that's my bad. 10:50 remaining in the ball game on your Super Lube scoreboard. 57-12, BD on top. Here's a foul. And they're going to go on, this one's going to go on short read. So it's going to be a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws coming up here for Beaver Dam's Emma Wendt. And the first of 2 is a little bit short for Emma. Kalungi checking back in for the Warriors. Second free throw is good. So Emma Wendt gets 1 of 2. 10:36 left in the ball game. 58-12, BD on top on your Super Lube scoreboard. Kalungi banks one off the window. She's got 4, 58-14. And now in the left corner, here's a 3. It is no good for Wheatsky, and Kalungi with the defensive rebound. And here is a shot off the glass and in for Chloe Schultz. Timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And we have 58-16 our score with 10:04 remaining in the ball game here at the field house. And got another email here. This one's from my sister checking in tonight. She says, "And you're surprised that they can hear you on the other side of the gym?" ? Says good luck. Says good job and good luck to the Golden Beavers. Oh my goodness, that's my sister Lori checking in tonight from Maple Grove, Minnesota, the Twin Cities, and she's being a smart aleck like she usually does. Oh my goodness. Dale and Joe Skogman watching granddaughters Cora and Emma again from Gladstone, Michigan. They say thanks so much for the broadcast. Hey, you are very, very welcome. Our pleasure. sports@dailydodge.com. That's the email. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. We'll get you on the broadcast. And Gritzmacher is fouled on a baseline drive. Sports@dailydodge.com. And I don't care if you're a Beaver Dam fan or a Portage fan or whatever. You're welcome to message the booth tonight. We'll be here all night. I got nothing else going on a Tuesday. And the first free throw is no good for Gritzmacher. If I was home tonight, I'd just be probably half asleep in my easy chair, watching reruns of the Jeffersons and Archie Bunker's Place and all those classic shows in the 70s and 80s. Free throw no good. And we get another foul here. Yeah, exciting evenings at my house. That's what my wife and I do. We watch our classic TV while we kind of relax at the end of a long day. Or if there's sports on, obviously I'll watch that, which she doesn't always care for. But anyways, we've got Richelieu Foods free throws coming up here for Emma Wendt. Hey, my wife, I couldn't do this. I've been doing this 24 years, and I couldn't continue to do this without her support and her love, and because here's the front of the bonus is good for Wendt. I say that all the time, and it's true. I mean, she puts up with me being gone a lot this time of year. As the second free throw is good. 60-16. BD leading Portage on the Super Loop scoreboard. 9:44 to go in this ball game, this JV game. And I think a lot of broadcasters, a lot of coaches can, officials can say that they've got, there's a turnover, that they've got great support from their spouses, their significant others to do what they do. And a layup is good. And this one is for Cora Wendt. 62-16. But, 24 years for me. I was telling that to the JV girls before the broadcasting when I was talking to them, and said, I've been calling games here since before you were born. And there's a shot up and in for Schultz. A long time, but I've enjoyed every second of it. Wouldn't give it up for anything. And there's a line drive three, no good for Wheatsky. Defensive rebound for Portage. There's traffic, and Schultz just kind of lets it go by and flips it to Kalungi. Kalungi now. Oh, bad pass is intercepted by Ashley. And she retreats the other way. Pass ahead, leading Wheatsky. Missed the layup with the right hand. And the defensive rebound for Bull Green. Yeah, one of these days they'll probably kick me out of town. But so far, I fooled them for 24 years. Over 2,000 high school games. That's a lot. And here is a shot up at the underside of the rim. It's no good. Gritzmacher has the loose change. Back the other way she goes. Just blowing past the defense. Kenzie Gritzmacher going in for a layup, and it's 64-18 Beaver Dam. Wow. The old Linda Ronstadt move, as my radio partner Kirk Call would say. That's the Blue Bayou move. And the shot is up and no good, but a foul. And we're going to have a couple of Richelieu Foods free throws coming up here for Portage and for Short Reed. Speaking of Kirk Call, he's doing well, folks. A lot of people, miss him on the broadcast this year with the COVID. We weren't able to bring him on, but he is doing well. So is his family. As the first free throws off the front of the rim. In fact, I spent a good chunk of the day with Kirk yesterday. I had the day off of work, and so Kirk and I got together, safely, of course, and good to see him. Good to see him. And maybe he's tuned in right now. And thanks again yesterday, Kirk, for getting together. Appreciate that. And the second free throw, no good. And that's a rebound for the Golden Beavers that was pulled down by Cora Wendt. 7 minutes left in the game. Storhoff with a baseline move. Whips it to the left side. Step back three. No good for Wendt. Rebound knocked around. Still loose at the free throw line. There's Body scrambling for it. Jump ball. And the arrow says it belongs to Portage. And by the way, we do have right now, I didn't mention that earlier, but we do have a running clock here with Beaver Dam. And of course, the The rule is in basketball that if you have one team that is ahead by 40 or more, the clock will not stop after the 9-minute mark of the second half, unless there's a timeout or an injury, something of that nature. Otherwise, the clock will not stop. I didn't mention that when we hit that point a little while ago. Shot is up and in. It was actually a putback for Portage off the initial miss, and that one was for short read. 64-20. BD on top. Yeah, of course, in the old days, you'd play the four-quarter system as Beaver Dam turns it over, and the rule was that in the fourth quarter, the game would not, the clock would not stop. When they switched to the halves, the two halves instead of the four quarters, they decided that they would, there's a ball knocked loose by Holt and tipped it right to her teammate, Emma Wendt, and here come the Golden Beavers. But they decided that instead of, the entire second half being a running clock, they would go at the halfway point, the 9-minute mark. And we have a foul on the floor. Down to 5:20 and counting left in this ball game. Now I think and I'm sure that my rules experts will correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I had heard that if the teams mutually agree, they can run the clock the entire second half if it's mutually agreed on. Now again, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure my rules experts, including my brother-in-law Bruce, who's an official, will correct me if he's listening and I'm wrong. But I thought that was the case. Most of the time, that does not happen though. All right, Richelieu Foods 1+1, and the first one is up and good for Wendt. Cora Wendt having a nice game. She's up to 10 points now. And she'll try it again. Second one's in and out. Rebound is going to be an offensive board. And Storhoff, after grabbing it, lost it out of bounds. So Portage will get it back with the clock continuing to run. 4:23 left to go in this JV game. So here is Wilcox, right side, ran into Gritzmacher. Wilcox shoots over Gritzmacher. It's off the rim, no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Storhoff. Throws it ahead, and that is a layup good for Holt. Took the pass from her teammate and goes in for two. 67-20, BD on top on your Super Lube scoreboard. Here's a shot missed from about 5 feet out for number 45, Mika Erdman. And now a turnover on Beaver Dam is back the other way comes Isaacson. And then she lost the ball. She ran into a defender. And now a 2-on-2 the other way. And before she can get the shot, oh no. Okay, that scared me for just a second when Wheatsky fell to the court there after trying to go in for the shot. When she landed on her backside, she grabbed her knee for just a second, and that scared the daylights out of me after what we've seen over the last few weeks here. But she's fine, so she jumped right back up. I guess I'm a little gun-shy, and folks, you probably can't blame me if you've been following over the last few weeks. And the first of two Richelieu Foods free throws is good for Wheatsky. Second one, good. 69-20. So Beaver Dam now with a 49-point lead, and the clock continuing to tick away. 2:41 and counting left in this ball game. Beaver Dam has never been threatened in this one. They just jumped all over it early. As Wilcox tries a baseline jumper, it's no good. Gritzmacher, the rebound, it was swatted out of her hands. And here is Wilcox with a bounce pass to Chapman. Over now to Isaacson. Isaacson working the right side. Storhoff picks her up defensively. Approaching the 2-minute mark and counting of the second half. Chapman in the right block. Holt's all over. She gets trying to sidestep Holt, and she drew the foul. So Chapman will go to the free throw line for a couple of Richelieu Foods free throws. But again, clock continuing to tick away with under 2 minutes remaining. Ball got away, so the official had to go and retrieve it. And the first of two is no good. Wholesale substitutions for both sides. One more coming up here for Chapman. Second one is good. 69-21, Beaver Dam leading. Golden Beavers will bring it ahead, and 65 seconds left to go in this one. So here's Gritzmacher to Ashley. Ashley, bounce pass to the baseline. Shot is up, in and out, no good for Wendt, but an offensive rebound for Ashley. Ashley into the lane, trying to go backdoor, and it was grabbed by Wendt. She gets it to DeStefano, who splits the double team, and DeStefano with a layup. Yeah, made that a nifty move there. 71-21. Beaver Dam by 50, half a minute to go. Again, stay tuned for part two of our doubleheader. Varsity game to follow as the shot is up, and it's in for Schultz. Timeout do we have here? Or just getting a sub in, I guess. So Beaver Dam can bring it up the floor and essentially just run this clock out. And Ashley just inside the timeline with 13 seconds left. Sends it to Cora Wendt. High on the left. 8 seconds. Wendt's going to drive in for a layup and missed it. But a rebound, and that'll just about do it. 2 seconds left. Portage throwing it ahead. Loose ball was knocked to the free throw line, and there's the horn. Final score in the JV game. Beaver Dam a winner on your Super Lube scoreboard. It was the Golden Beavers 71 and the Warriors 23. So Beaver Dam with an impressive victory. Just great effort all the way around tonight as the Golden Beaver JV team improves to 13-1 on the year. So let's do this. Let's take a quick 4-minute break. We'll take a 4-minute break. We'll come back. We'll have the wrap-up of this JV game, and we'll get you ready for the varsity contest right after this 4-minute break on dailydodge.com.
Super Lube Oil Change Shop and Super Splash Car Wash Center is located at 1512 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and they have over 27 years of experience. Super Lube is open 7 days a week with no appointment required. You're in and out in about 30 minutes. Stay in your vehicle for contact-free service and receive a free car wash with an oil change. Find them on Facebook for coupons and discounts. Super Lube is locally owned and operated by a veteran, and veterans always receive a 10% discount.
Surefire, be sure with Surefire.
Hey, Einstein, this is your house speaking. I don't know if you've picked up on this, but look around. Do you see any red flags that may suggest the furnace isn't working properly or heating efficiently? Take a look at the aquarium. 2 more inches and you can safely ice fish. Your living room thermostat is actually displaying a wind chill factor. And what's that over there in the kitchen? Is it a dustpan? No, it's a snow shovel. Look, genius, it's time to call Surefire and get a premium Lennox home comfort system. Then maybe, just maybe, you can't make a snowman indoors.
Happy New Year from your friends at Surefire. Act now and you could have a top-of-the-line Lennox home comfort system installed for as little as $116 per month. Call Surefire today. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
To those who love the grind, run with us on a John Deere Gator UV. Because your daily routine may change, but the land stays the same. There's still ground to cover and a herd to keep in line. Out here, the work never stops. So keep going on a Gator UV with the power to forge ahead. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Visit your local John Deere dealer, Ballweg Implement in Waupun on Highway 68 West and Beaver Dam on North Spring Street. And always online at ballweg.biz.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fan-tailed shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
Back inside the field house, Mike Tronson with you on the dailydodge.com video stream. Well, we've completed part one of our varsity/JV girls basketball doubleheader. And final in the JV game on your Super Lube scoreboard, Beaver Dam 71 and Portage 23. Let's run down the final individual scoring from that first game, the JV game. And Beaver Dam, with 4 players in double figures, led by Layla Ashley. Ashley had 13, 11 of those coming in the first half tonight. 12 points for Kenzie Gritzmacher, most of those in the first half. She scored 10 of her 12 before halftime. Peyton Wheatsky with 11 for the Golden Beavers, including 1 from downtown. And Cora went in double figures with 10. She had a 3-point basket. 8 points for DeStefano. Olivia DeStefano tonight with 8, including a 3-point basket. 7 for Brooklyn Holt. 5 for Amy Storhoff, including a 3-pointer. And 5 for Emma Wendt. Meanwhile, on the Portage side, Kylie Chapman led the way with 7. Chloe Schultz, good for 6 in this game. I've got Hannah Kalungi for 4. Several players with 2 points each. Naomi Salsa, Greta Shortreed, and Maya Bolgreen all with 2 points apiece. I did go down and check the official scorebook, and all of my numbers match what's on the official scorebook. So I told them down there, I joked, I said, if I'm wrong, that means you're wrong. But no, I think we're pretty accurate tonight, folks. 71-23 your final in the JV game as Beaver Dam a winner over Portage. And again, the Beaver Dam JVs now go to 13-1 on the year. We've got the varsity game coming up here shortly. The Beaver Dam varsity team taking on Portage. Let's take another 4-minute break, and we're back to talk about the varsity game right after this on dailydodge.com.
With new bulk storage facilities in Watertown, Burnett, and Friesland, Coal, Oil, and Propane is now bringing the heat to your homes during the cold winter times with propane and fuel oil. Serving customers in Beaver Dam and all surrounding areas, Coal, Oil, and Propane is a family-owned company celebrating 100 years of reliable, professional delivery, competitive pricing, and excellent customer service. Check them out at coaloilandpropane.com.
If a new smile is what you're looking for, we have the answer for you. Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental, where we specialize in making people smile. We promise to take the time to get to know you so we can provide you with a custom plan to help you achieve the smile of your dreams. Our experienced team looks forward to hearing from you soon. Call us today at 623-5559.
Come to Columbus Family Dental. The people here are nice, and I trust them.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb. This world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all Beaver Dam athletes. While at home watching high school sports, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year,
McKinstry's.
Are you looking for a career where you are appreciated and treated well for what you do? Pine Hills Trucking is currently hiring and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, knows the entire team has contributed to the success of the business, and he's grateful for everyone he has worked with along the way. Now he wants to hear from you. Call 920-887-8337 to learn more. Your friends at Pine Hills Trucking wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Power Sports Company is Wisconsin's premier source for Honda, Ubco, Kubota, Skag, Still, and now Polaris. If you're looking for fun on an ATV, UTV, or scooter, or are in need of power equipment like snowblowers and tractors, Power Sports Company is your go-to place. Power Sports makes sure you get the customer service you need and deserve as your trusted partner for sales, service, parts, accessories, and apparel. Follow Power Sports Company on Facebook, online at powersportscompany.com, and in person on Kellum Road in Beaver Dam. Power Sports Company! QBS Law in Beaver Dam and Mayville is a full-service local law firm. QBS's attorneys and skilled support staff are ready to serve all your legal needs with a personal touch. QBS handles personal injury claims, workers' compensation, Social Security, disability, bankruptcy, litigation cases, business matters, corporate and business issues, criminal, traffic and drunk driving cases, real estate transactions, probate, estate planning, and more. Call QBS Law in Beaver Dam and Mayville or visit them online at qbslaw.com.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
Richelieu Foods in Beaver Dam is a leading private label food manufacturer, stocking your freezer with delicious pizzas all year long. Richelieu Foods is now hiring for full-time, part-time, and temporary manufacturing positions, and they offer a safe and clean working environment. Become part of the family at Richelieu Foods. Call them today at 920-887-1794. Your friends at Richelieu Foods would like to wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Brought to you by Richelieu Foods, a great place to grow your career.
Super Lube Oil Change Shop and Super Splash Car Wash Center is located at 1512 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and they have over 27 years of experience. Super Lube is open 7 days a week with no appointment required. You're in and out in about 30 minutes. Stay in your vehicle for contact-free service and receive a free car wash with an oil change. Visit their website at superlube.com for coupons and discounts. Super Lube is locally owned and operated by a veteran, and veterans always receive a 10% discount.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Wisconsin knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love? If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Wisconsin needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
Cue from how much time we got? And once again, a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. DailyDodge.com and 1430 WBEV present Beaver Dam Golden Beaver girls basketball. It's part two of our JV varsity doubleheader tonight on Daily Dodge, now simulcasting on 1430 WBEV. It's our varsity game between the Beaver Dam girls and the Portage Warriors. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you in the gym, and my on-site videographer and engineer is Justin Wilski. They call him Ninja. Cale Zomer is our radio engineer back at the 1430 studios. And our presenting video sponsors for tonight's game include Columbus Family Dental, QBS Law, specializing in personal injury, transactional law, and will and probate, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Pine Hills Trucking, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Super Lube, Richelieu Foods, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Power Sports Company, Ballweg Implement, Richards Insurance, Surefire, and Bayside Supper Club. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Glad to have you with us on a Tuesday night as we continue here from the Fieldhouse. Or at least for those of you on the DailyDodge.com video stream, we continue. And we welcome in our new audience listening on 1430 WBEV. It's Beaver Dam girls basketball taking on Portage tonight in the JV game that was just completed. Beaver Dam was a winner 71-23. Varsity team will try and get the sweep. And, of course, these two teams actually played already this season. That was back on actually the first game of the season, November 24th. Beaver Dam with a 96-16 win at Portage that night. And they will look to complete the season sweep tonight over the Warriors. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break. We're going to come back. You're going to hear some comments from Tim Chase, the head coach of Beaver Dam, right after this 1-minute break on 1430 WBEV and DailyDodge.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
Welcome back inside the field house. It's Mike Tronson once again standing by with Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam. Coach, busy week. A bunch of games coming up here over the next few days. Start, though, if you can, just give us, and I hate to start with this, but it was news last week. Give us a health update. Specifically, I know Natalie Jens went down last Friday, but some encouraging news. You might have her back later in the week?
Possibly. I mean, it depends on where she's at. So, yeah, she sprained her ankle pretty good last week. She did really good job rehabbing it this weekend. So, yeah, hoping she gets back soon, but she will definitely not be playing tonight.
Avery Stonewall was also out last week, and I understand, at least for now, she's not available yet.
No, Avery's been out for a little bit, hoping maybe to get her back at some point in the near future, too. So, yeah, two really good seniors that are really good basketball players. So, yeah, between what Avery does on the defensive end with her rebounding and her scoring this year was pretty solid. And then Natalie, I mean, we're losing another 24 points a game right there between those two, and two of our better defensive players as well.
And, of course, Gabby Wilkie has been out for a few weeks. Any update on her? Or is she still indefinite there?
Yeah, it's indefinite. She'll probably go back in a few weeks and see. So she's rehabbing. I mean, the good news with her, it's nothing long term for her. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that, it's part of sports. It happens. So it's you just kind of move forward, and the other kids get some opportunities.
Your team, for all the injuries that you've had to endure here over the last few weeks, are you pretty proud of the way these girls have persevered, so to speak?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, really, when you go back and look, and I know we've got a lot of tough games coming up, but some of the teams that we've played against and competed against, with everything that's gone on, I'm really proud of this group this year.
You and I had a chance to talk last week, and if there's a silver lining with some of that, it's some of your younger players are maybe getting a little more playing time than they might have had initially, and that can't be a bad thing. That experience is going to help them.
No, it gives them a good feel for what things are like, the experience that they'll have. Playing with some of these seniors is certainly a good thing. They get to face my wrath a little bit more maybe than they would have expected because they're in the fire a little bit more. But yeah, they're doing a good job. I mean, I can't say enough. They're after practice every night working on different things. Our young guards are doing a good job. Kylie Whitnable, Riley Zarnecki are just getting better and better every day. So I look at our young guards, and Ani Salatel and Maddie Kinsey and Bella A. Stryker and Carly Lappin, and we're adding Ellen Poles to our team tonight, number 10. To kind of give us a little bit depth because we're a little hurting right now. But I can't say enough about the effort this year. It's been a special group as far as that goes.
Well, tonight, as we said, start of a busy week, and Portage, and obviously here's a team you're very familiar with.
Yeah, Portage is really trying to play some competitive basketball. So they've had some kids in and out a little bit for different reasons this year. But a team that always plays hard. I'm really impressed by watching them on tape how hard they play and how they get after it. So I know they're going to give us a good game tonight, especially, some kids that were down a little bit. We're going to really have to meet this challenge. And we never try to look at it, you don't try to focus too much on a team's record. You just try to prepare and play the best that you can.
And some comments from Beaver Dam head coach Tim Chase. We're going to have to cut that interview a little short because we're just about ready to get this varsity game underway between Beaver Dam and Portage. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for Portage, coached by Jessica Howe. With a record of 1-13 on the year, they'll start at a guard, Jenna Garrigan, a 5'7" senior, along with Callie Krieger, a 5'10" senior, and Elizabeth Fick, 5'2" junior. Also getting the start at guard, Cameron Rotz, a 5'10" junior. Rounding out starting five for Portage is Emma Kreitziger, a 5'10" senior forward. So again, for Portage, it's Jenna Garrigan, Callie Krieger, Elizabeth Fick, Cameron Rotz, and Emma Kreitziger getting the start for the Warriors. Meanwhile, the starters for Beaver Dam, coached by Tim Chase, 15-1 on the year. It's going to be Ani Salatel, a 5'11" freshman, along with Maddie Kinsey, 5'7" sophomore. Those are the guards. The forwards are Kylie Whitnable, 6-foot sophomore. Paige Hodgson, a 6'3 senior, and Paige Jagodinsky, 5'11 senior. Now our national anthem. At the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse as we get you set for the start of this varsity girls basketball game. It's Beaver Dam and it's Portage. Again, quickly the starters for Beaver Dam, because I went through those rather fast there. The guards, again, are going to be Ani Salatel, 5'11 freshman, and Maddie Kinsey, 5'7 sophomore. Forwards tonight are Kylie Whitnable, 6 feet tall and a sophomore. Paige Hodgson, a senior at 6'3", and Yago, Paige Jagodinsky, a 5'11 senior. And one move that Beaver Dam did make, they did bring up Ellen Poles from the JV team, and she's going to reside on the varsity roster tonight. That's because, again, that Beaver Dam is so shorthanded right now with injuries. Now, you might have heard the interview that I did with head coach Tim Chase. We played that a few moments ago. Again, just to kind of get you up to date, obviously, most everybody knows that Maddie Wilkie had torn her ACL back in December, was lost for the year. Gabby Wilkie, her younger sister, is out indefinitely with a knee injury. Natalie Jens, she sprained her ankle in the game last week, Friday night, against Watertown, and now she is out tonight, but good news is they may be able to get her back a little bit later this week. Avery Stonewall is out with a foot injury right now, the 5'9 senior. So right now, Beaver Dam can ill afford to have anybody else go down. I mean, this team has been just plagued with injuries over the last few weeks, and it's never an easy thing to have to deal with. And but you know what? This team has continued to persevere despite all that's going on with the injuries and the pandemic and whatnot. I mean, heck, they're 15-1. I mean, my goodness. I mean, most schools they would be jumping from the rooftops if their team was 15-1. So they certainly have persevered, to say the least. Anyways, we're just about ready to get this varsity game going. For those of you on the radio side that can't see it, Portage is in orange jerseys and shorts with white numbers and white and black trim. Beaver Dam in the home white jerseys and shorts with the green numbers and the green and yellow trim. No jump ball. Visiting team inbounds to start the game. Portage has it, and we are underway here at the BDHS Fieldhouse for varsity girls basketball. Beaver Dam and Portage, second meeting of the season for these two teams. Beaver Dam winning the first by 80 points, and there's a bucket up and in right off the bat. Elizabeth Fick gets the Warriors a 2-0 lead on the Super Lube scoreboard. But again, we're only, not even 30 seconds. A nice post feed. Whitnable cutting to the basket, left side, goes in and ties this game at 2 apiece. So just like that, basket for each team. And we are underway. Beaver Dam in their usual man-to-man defense in the backcourt. We got a 10-second count. Boy, Ani Salatel doing a great job defending Elizabeth Fick and preventing her from getting that ball across the timeline. So the 10-second violation gives the ball to the Golden Beavers, and Maddie Kinsey takes the inbounds feed and will bring it move it to our left. Beaver Dam's going right to left as I see it in the first half. For those of you on the radio simulcast, Portage going left to right, and a foul here is going to be called on Emma Kreitziger. First foul of the game on the Warriors. First personal on Kreitziger. Here's Salatel, near sideline, inbounds to Kinsey. 1 minute elapsed here in the first half. We're tied at 2 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Hodgson will try a three. It is high off the back rim, no good. Yago with an offensive rebound, and Paige Jagodinski puts it back up and in. 4-2 Beaver Dam on top. 16:41 and counting left in the opening stanza. Here comes Fick. Elizabeth Fick, picked up by Salatel defensively, sends it to the left corner. And now back to Fick they go near the top of the bubble. Ball fake Fick. Little flip pass over to her teammate. With it over there is Kreitziger. Kreitziger going to go down low, and Hodgson blocks her out of bounds. Portage is going to keep possession, but Paige Hodgson with the rejection there. So the Warriors will inbound. This is Cameron Rotz to throw it in. Bounce pass is dug out by Jenna Garrigan. Giving it up now to Callie Krieger. Back to the right corner. Here is Rotz driving, traveling. Ran into traffic, caused her to travel. So it is going to be Beaver Dam basketball. We're not quite 2 minutes into this opening stanza. And here's Jagodinski. Over to Kinsey, right elbow. And now a post feed down to Hodgson from up top. That was Whitnable with the helper. Hodgson makes it a 6-2 Beaver Dam lead on the Super Lube scoreboard. 15:48 to go in the first half. And here is a pass to the right side for Garrigan. Garrigan looking out left of the circle for Krieger. Pass to the free throw line. Grabbed there by Kreitziger. She drives and now puts up a little shot. It's off the rim, no good from about 5 feet out. Rebound for Whitnable. Ahead to Salatel. Cross-court feed to a cutting Hodgson going inside. Steps the defender. Hodgson in for a layup. Page has got 4 already. 8-2. Golden Beavers on top. We're just about 3 minutes into the opening stanza. I see Riley Zarnecki getting set to check in here momentarily. Off a screen goes Fick. Fick trying to go up and under, but that's a mismatch. Hodgson on Fick, and now a 3-second violation. Elizabeth Fick, she is all of 5 feet 2 inches tall. Paige Hodgson, who is guarding her, is 6'3". You do the math. 8-2. And here's Kinsey off a screen. There's a baseline drive, and a shot is up, no good. And we've got a whistle, and we've got our first foul of the game. Carly Lappin had checked in for Beaver Dam, 5'7" sophomore. I mentioned Riley Zarnecki checking in, 5'10" freshman. And let's see, Bella Astreicher checked in, 5'8" sophomore. So we got fresh bodies out there for Beaver Dam. They've got the 8-2 lead with 14.5 minutes to go. And here's a drive and a shot off the glass, no good for Asia McCall, a sophomore that had just checked in for Portage. Off the rebound, Beavers throw it ahead. Astreicher was trying to feed Hodgson on that outlet pass. Misfired a little bit, and it goes out of bounds. And it will go back to Portage. Inbounds pass. And it's taken by Garrigan. Garrigan out near the center circle trying to set something up for the Warriors. Portage right now trailing by 6 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Garrigan, free throw line left side, sends it over to McCall. McCall bounce pass down to the right baseline. Here is a ball fake, and now one dribble, and then picks it up, turns around, shoots over Hodgson, and the shot is no good. Hodgson, the rebound off the miss by Kreitziger. And here is a pass tipped out of bounds by Portage. Beaver Dam was hustling down the floor, and they were trying to get it, I think, to Zarnecki over on that near wing side, but it was tipped out. So Astreicher will inbound for the Golden Beavers. 13:53 to go in the opening half. Mike Tronson with you on 1430 WBEV and DailyDodge.com. We're simulcasting the varsity game. There's a pass off the fingertips of Hodgson and out of bounds. And so a Beaver Dam turnover will give it to the Warriors. Nice we can get some of these games back on the radio side. We've been having a lot of fun on DailyDodge.com video stream all season long, but tonight, simulcasting on the radio for those of you that prefer the old-fashioned way. I tell you, we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Portage. This timeout is brought to you by Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Let our family take care of your family. And let's do this. Let's remind you that if you'd like to send me an email on the broadcast tonight, I'd be happy to give you a shout-out. sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and I'll give you a shout-out during the broadcast. And, hey, I got a shout-out here from my radio partner, who's unable to be here right now, Kirk Hall. Says the voice is at it again. He's the bits. Kirk, thank you very much. I appreciate you checking in, buddy. Good to see you yesterday. Let's see here. Love watching the JV and varsity games on Daily Dodge. With all the injuries on the varsity team, they say, is it allowed to bring JV players up to varsity? Absolutely. That's what they did with Ellen Poles tonight. That's from Tori. Tori checking in. Good luck to Paige Jagodinsky and the Golden Beavers from Steve and Anita in Greenfield. Steve, thanks for the email today. All right, back to live action. Portage with the ball, trailing 8-2, and it's actually the rock is tipped out of bounds. And Warriors are going to keep possession. Hey, we got another email. Oh, now we've got Bella Astreicher down on the court for Beaver Dam, and she's grabbing her right ankle here. Let's see, she's on her knees, and so we have an injury timeout as Astreicher is down. Oh my goodness, they're going to tend to her. Let's do this. Let's take a 1-minute break on 1430 WBEV and DailyDodge.com.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family. At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
All right, as we come back to live action, a traveling violation on Portage. Right as we were in the middle of the break, Bella Astreicher was helped off the court, and she was not putting very much pressure on her right leg. Definitely favoring this. Remember, she fell down, she grabbed her ankle. Let's hope it's not too serious as a post feed goes to Hodgson in the left block, and she scores. Nice assist from Lappin. Hodgson now up to 6 points already. 10-2. Beaver Dam leads by 8. On the Super Lube scoreboard, and Portage turning it over on the way up the floor with 12:50 to go in the half. So, oh my goodness, I'm holding my breath here, folks, because they've already had just a rash of injuries on this Beaver Dam varsity team, and let's hope that is not serious for Bella Astreicher. She was helped off. She was putting a little bit of maybe light pressure on that right leg, but definitely favoring it. I could see her after she fell. She was grabbing her right ankle a little bit. Boy, let's hope she's okay. And I didn't get a really good look at the collision, how she went down, because I was busy looking at my score sheet and also reading a couple of emails that had come in. So I apologize. I didn't have a kind of a better look at it. But we'll get you an update here as quick as we can. All right, Beaver Dam being very patient offensively here as we approach the 12-minute mark and counting of the first half of our varsity game. This is Salatel over to the left corner for Zarnecki. Post feed, there's Hodgson, and wait a minute, before she got the shot off, foul on the floor. And it's obvious, Hodgson, she's going to have that advantage. She's going to have the mismatch all night long, and so no surprise that they keep trying to pound it in to Paige Hodgson in the post, because it's going to be tough for Portage to stop her. They really don't have anybody to match up. Here's off the inbounds play on the right doorstep. Zarnecki makes it a 12-2 lead for the Golden Beavers. Zarnecki gives the Golden Beavers a 10-point lead. Turnover on the part of Portage. We'll give it back to Beaver Dam with 11:45 remaining until halftime. But, another email that came in here. It says, how about, this is from my sister Lori, saying, show Ninja some love. He's doing a great job making you look and /sound fabulous. Well, that's true. I need all the help I can get. And she says, hashtag Team Ninja Fan Club. That's from my sister Lori up in the Twin Cities Post Feed. There's Hodgson this time on the right side for another bucket. How about that, Ninja? You got a fan club. Yeah, he's blushing over here. He's blushing a little bit. We'll get to some more here in just a minute. Anyways, Portage going to work. This is Malia McCall trapped in the right corner. As she fell down, she got it to Garrigan. They get it up to the top of the key. Three-pointers on the way. It's in and out. No good. Hodgson the rebound off the miss. And this is Salatel trying to go back door to a cutting Whitnable, but at the last second it was knocked out of bounds by the Portage defender, and that was Kreitziger that hustled back to deny what could have been an easy layup. And off the inbounds, well, they go right back to Hodgson, and nobody going to stop her. Paige Hodgson now with 10 points, and at this rate, she's going to have a lot more before the end of this game. 10:47 and counting left in the first half on the Super Lube scoreboard. It is now 16-2, Beaver Dam leading Portage. And there is a shot, three-pointer, no good for Garrigan, rebound for Salatel. Now, again, we talked about it. Portage, obviously has struggled here this season, and they've struggled over the last few years. Jagodinsky for three on the left elbow. Yago with 5 points, 19-2. Portage, there's a turnover, and we've got a whistle. Looks like a foul here as Whitnable got bumped trying to catch a pass. Portage 1-13 on the year. Now, they played last night, and they were so close. They lost a close one to Nakusa, 52-50. So the Warriors darn near got a win last night. They also had a loss earlier to Partyville by 53-52. So they've had a couple of close games that, obviously they had chances to win, just weren't able to get over the hump. Yago for three, line drive three, no good. And Whitnable had the offensive rebound, and she tried to go back up. She got fouled. So going to the free throw line for some Richelieu Foods free throws is Kylie Whitnable. Second foul called on Malia McCall. Fourth team foul, and the first free throw's up and good for Whitnable. Yeah, Jessica Howe, she's been coaching here the last few years at Portage and trying to get this program in the right direction, and there will be some better days ahead, I'm sure. But some growing pains right now as Hodgson misses the second free throw, or Whitnable, I beg your pardon, but an offensive rebound, it's kept alive. Yep, they just got to stay the course, but right now some growing pains, and obviously, where Portage is as a program is. Here's a underhanded shot, no good for Lappin. Offensive board, Jagodinsky. She'll just drive out to the top of the key. Right down low, wide open, Lappin. The high-low game to perfection as Yago had a great view down to the baseline for Lappin, and Fetter with the pass. Lappin scores, and it's 22-2. Beaver Dam in front by 20 on the Super Lube scoreboard. The Warriors turn it over on the way up. Yeah, Beaver Dam is obviously their program is at a much different place right now than Portage. I talked to Coach Jessica Howe last year when we were over in Portage, and she was very nice, and she said, obviously they have just a tremendous amount of respect for Beaver Dam. She goes, that's a program we want to get to. We want to emulate, and we want to do those types of things, and so they understand. Here is Kinsey. Kinsey sending it left of the circle. Salatel inside the bubble to Hodgson. Lob pass right side. Quick pass by Lappin back around the horn. And now return feed Kinsey to Hodgson. Touch pass out to Lappin for three right side. Rainbow three is good for Harley Lappin. Lappin from downtown Beaver Dam, 25-2. Golden Beavers lead the Warriors on your Super Lube scoreboard. We're down to 8:41 and counting left in the opening stanza. Here's a drive. Shot is up, no good off the rim for Asia McCall. And here come the Golden Beavers off the miss. Ball tipped out of bounds and actually last touched by Beaver Dam. So the Warriors will bring it up the floor. 8:29 remaining in the first half. Mentioned talking with head coach Tim Chase. This is a fairly busy week for Beaver Dam. 3 games this week. You got Portage here tonight. And then Friday, Beaver Dam girls will be at the Jag in Wisconsin Dells as the Warriors turn it over. Hodgson throws it ahead to Kinsey. They'll be taking on Wausau West on Friday afternoon. Salatel knocking down the triple. That's her first bucket. Ani's on the board, and it's 28-2. Golden Beavers over the Warriors. So Friday, the Beavers play at the Jag against Wausau West. And then Saturday, back here in the field house, they'll be taking on Sauk Prairie. That was a game that was postponed from earlier this season. They're going to make it up on Saturday. Right baseline drive. Shot is up. Count it. And a foul. And that is Malia McCall, sophomore, with a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. She'll go to the line to shoot one Richelieu Foods free throw. Beaver Dam making some substitutions here before McCall will attempt her free throw. So here we go with McCall, and she will miss the free throw off the back rim. Zarnecki the rebound and gives it to Salatel. Here's Zani into the front court. Pass over to Jagodinski. Right back to Salatel. She'll try an NBA three. Buries the triple. Ani Salatel with a couple of threes now. That one was from beyond NBA range, 31-4. Beaver Dam in front of Portage on your Super Lube scoreboard, approaching the 7-minute mark and counting of the first half. Here's Garrigan trying to spin away from Yago. Gives it to McCall. Up at the top of the bubble, left side pass back to Garrigan out in front of the Beaver Dam bench. And now a pass was bobbled but corralled by Malia McCall. Trying to go to Asia. I'm assuming Malia and Asia are sisters. I didn't ask, but I'm assuming they're sisters. Ball knocked loose. Yago's got it. And here come the Golden Beavers, already up 31-4. She finds Zarnecki left of the circle. Back to the top of the key. Jagodinski. She'll try a three ball. Missed that one short. And Zarnecki went down trying to go for that rebound. A couple of bodies on the floor. They call a jump ball. And the arrow says it belongs to the Golden Beavers, as the Warriors will send in a couple of fresh bodies. So Jagodinski will throw it in with her team up 31-4. Hodgson takes the inbounds feed and just a little spin move and puts it up with ease. Hodgson now with 12 points. Talked about that mismatch. It's going to be there all night long. And there's Jagodinski stripping Garrigan on her way and gave it to Hodgson, and now ahead to Salatel. Salatel out to Yago. Here's an NBA three. No good off the rim. Hodgson has the rebound in the left corner. Up to Salatel, cross-court high on the right, pass taken there by Ellen Poles. She just checked in a little while ago. I mentioned she was up from the JV squad. Out to Yago for three. Got it! How about Paige? Paige Jagodinski hits the three to make it 36-4. Beaver Dam running away with this one. 5:49 to go until intermission. And now we've got a whistle. And it looks like a foul here on Beaver Dam. It was on Salatel, her first. Got an email here from Lindsay. Lindsay Wosick says, "Let's go Beavers." That's Lindsay from Beaver Dam checking in on the broadcast. Thank you, Lindsay. I do appreciate that email. Again, you can send me an email, and I'll give you a shout-out on the broadcast tonight, sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for, anything you want to talk about. Maybe hashtag Tronson halftime trombone show. That the person listening that knows what I mean there. There's somebody listening tonight that knows what I'm talking about there. 5:12 to go in this first half. And right now, Beaver Dam in command. With it for Portage is Elizabeth Fick, but she's guarded closely by Bella Astriker. And that's good to see Astriker that came back out there a moment ago. Remember, she was helped off the court a little earlier, but apparently she's just fine. Whoa, that's a good sign. And for those of you that were listening or watching earlier, she went down and I held my breath, I tell you. I think we all did. But good to see Bella Astriker on the court again. Wanted to mention that, especially those of you on the radio side. 36-4. It is Beaver Dam up by 32 on the Super Lube scoreboard as we have 4:41 to go until halftime. Here's a shot off the glass. No good, but a foul. Callie Krieger with a nice drive. She gets rewarded for being aggressive, and she'll head to the free throw line. All expenses paid for a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws. Team fouls are now even at 4 apiece, as that is the first to be called on Kylie Whitnable. And the first of 2 is off the front of the rim. Gets a little encouragement from Jenna Garrigan. She'll try another one. Second one's on the way, in and out. And the rebound pulled out by Lappin. Lappin gives it to Kinsey. Maddie's coming ahead. Sends it back to Carly Lappin. Over to Astriker between the rings. Left side Kinsey. Nice post feed. And you can't do it any better than that as Whitnable takes the post feed. Gets past the defense. And, we talked about the mismatch there for Hodgson. Well, for Whitnable, pretty much the same thing. She's 6 feet tall. And that's tough to stop if you're Portage. With it now is Asia McCall on the baseline. Kicks it up to the top of the arc. On the drive, Cameron Rotz. Rotz a little up and under move, and she got fouled. No, she traveled, I beg your pardon. They call a travel on her, and it'll give it back to Beaver Dam. 3:59 remaining in the opening half. Glad you're with us tonight on dailydodge.com and 1430 WBEV. Got an email here from Cale Zomer saying, I'm officially giving up on the trombone show. Psych, I'm never going to give it up, he says. Hashtag Tronson halftime trombone show. That's a little more like it, Cale. You had me going for just a second. Had me going for just a brief second. We're going to do that once this pandemic is over and the band is back in here. Post feed from Hodgson to Whitnable. She goes high off the glass, and it goes right through. Whitnable now with 7. Hodgson with the helper. 40-4. Beaver Dam in front with 3.5 to play in the opening stanza here at the BDHS Fieldhouse. And an errant pass. Oh, Beaver Dam's defense just suffocating again. Forces the Warriors. They throw it away. Forces them into another turnover. And so Astriker inbounds to Kinsey. And she'll walk it across the midcourt stripe. Over now to Salatel. Back to Hodgson, top of the bubble, right side. And Kinsey takes the pass. Pass down low to the block area. Whitnable catches, shoots, and scores. 42-4. And Whitnable and Hodgson have done the bulk of the damage, at least on the inside tonight. Of course, there's been a bunch of threes drained by Beaver Dam as well, but there's just no answer right now for Portage. Just very, very tough to match up with the 6-footer and the 6'3" Hodgson. They just don't have anybody that really can match up consistently with those players. So Beaver Dam's taking advantage. Ball was up and might have been partially blocked, and now Beaver Dam back the other way. Salatel takes the outlet feed. Lets traffic catch up, sends it cross court. Whitnable fake to 3, sends it to Hodgson right corner. Lob pass back to Whitnable, but she overshot her. Well, that's tough to do. And it's intercepted, taken away by the Warriors. Asia McCall Getting it up now to Garrigan. Garrigan, high on the right. Tried to go to Krieger. Pass was tipped out, and last touched by who? They say last touched by the Warriors. 2:09 remaining in the opening stanza. Here come the Golden Beavers as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. This is a lob pass to Jagodinski. Over to Hodgson, left of the circle. Into the post, there's Whitnable on the left block. Little hook shot is up, no good. Got her own rebound, put back, that won't go. Another offensive board. Whitnable fouled on this putback, and she'll go to the line for a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws with $1:44 left in the half on the Super Lube scoreboard. Foul, by the way, was on Coppernoll. First free throw is no good for Whitnable. Got some more emails coming in here. Says this one is from Christina, watching my niece, Cameron Rotz from Dubuque, Iowa. And Cameron, of course, plays for Portage. She says, go Warriors. And thank you very much. You're very welcome. Christina, thank you very much for the email. Glad you're tuned in from one of my favorite cities, Dubuque, Iowa. As the second free throw is good for Whitnable. My wife and I, we make trips down there. Well, at least when there's no pandemic going on, we make trips down there frequently for weekend little jaunts in just a lovely area along the Mississippi River. Dubuque, Iowa, Galena, Illinois, as the ball's out of bounds and going back the other way. So, Christina, thank you very much. Another email here. It says, go Portage. This is from Catherine. Catherine checking in. It says, Catherine, CE Designs and Illustrations, LLC. So, Catherine, thank you very much for checking in with the email today. There's a 3 no good for Kinsey. And with 1:15 left, we've got a whistle as there was a fight for the rebound. Bodies on the floor. Zarnecki was on the floor, and so was Elizabeth Fick. Called a foul, I believe, on Beaver Dam, as they did, on Zarnecki. Let's see here. Another email. It says, Beavers are going to have a clean sweep. I can feel it. That's from Morgan Retschlag. Morgan, thank you very much for checking in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday evening. And an email here from our good friend Benjamin Beaver. Benny says, going on a huge run at home. These amazing underclass women are starting to look like our 2010 stars. But he says in all caps, but no more injuries. And I agree with you, Benny. No more injuries. We don't want to see them. Oh, and he also says, when does Kirk make his return? Well, as soon as I hope is possible, Benny. Let's hope we get him back real soon as the shot is up over the rim, no good for Krieger, and the rebound pulled down by Salatel with 35.5 seconds left, and a foul was called on Portage. Also, Benny says, hashtag halftime belly dance. I like that too. Yeah, we'll get Kirk back here when it's safe to do so. We've cut down, for safety reasons. We've decided to limit our crews on a lot of the things that we do right now, and that's not because we don't like those folks. It's all about safety, and you have to respect those decisions. As the shot is up, no good for Yago. Offensive board. Hodgson, her putback's off the rim. No, got her second rebound. Another putback is no good, but she got fouled on that one with 21.2 seconds left. But when it's safe to do so, we'll get Kirk back here. Seventh foul on Portage, by the way. Second personal on Asia McCall. And a pair of Richelieu Foods free throws here for Hodgson. The first one is no good off the rim for the Northern Kentucky recruit. Second one is good. Big first half for Hodgson. 44-4. That's right, Beaver Dam's up 40 with 21.2 seconds to play in the opening half. Pass ahead to McCall. This is Asia McCall, right baseline. Jagodinski playing defense. Bounce pass intended for a teammate behind Yago, deflected right back to McCall. 8 seconds left. Now Yago tying up Callie Krieger. They call a jump ball. The arrow says it belongs to Portage with just 7 seconds remaining until the horn. And trying to get it in. Portage flirting with a 5 count, and they finally throw it in, kind of an up for grabs. It's taken by Fick. Fick through traffic and blocked out of bounds by Hodson. Well, I tell you what, Fick was slicing through traffic like a hot knife through butter, but she got down into the block, and Hodson was there to make sure that one was not going near the rim. 3.1 seconds left in the half. And still trying to get it in. They do get it in, and a shot is blocked by Whitnable, and they fight for the rebound as the horn sounds. That's the end of the first half here inside the BDHS Fieldhouse, and at the break on the Super Lube scoreboard, it is Beaver Dam 44 and Portage 4. Stay with us. We'll take a 4-minute break. We'll come back for the intermission report in 4 minutes on 1430 WBEV and DailyDodge.com.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
To those who love the grind, run with us on a John Deere Gator UV. Because your daily routine may change, but the land stays the same. There's still ground to cover and a herd to keep in line. Out here, the work never stops. So keep going on a Gator UV with the power to forge ahead. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Visit your local John Deere dealer, Ballweg Implement in Waupun on Highway 68 West and Beaver Dam on North Spring Street, and always online at ballweg.biz.
The Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo for $12.99, 10-ounce prime rib for $16.99, and all-you-can-eat deep-fried fantail shrimp for only $14.99. Happy hour drinks at the bar from 5 to 7. Friday is the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30. Plus, don't forget happy hour from 5 to 7. Sunday brunch is back every Sunday from 10 to 1, featuring prime rib. Check for updates and specials on Facebook.
With new bulk storage facilities in Watertown, Burnett, and Friesland, Coal, Oil, and Propane is now bringing the heat to your homes during the cold winter times with propane and fuel oil. Serving customers in Beaver Dam and all surrounding areas, Coal, Oil, and Propane is a family-owned company celebrating 100 years of reliable, professional delivery, competitive pricing, and excellent customer service. Check them out at coaloilandpropane.com.
My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all Beaver Dam athletes. While at home watching high school sports, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Are you looking for a career where you are appreciated and treated well for what you do? Pine Hills Trucking is currently hiring and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, knows the entire team has contributed to the success of the business, and he's grateful for everyone he has worked with along the way. Now he wants to hear from you. Call 920-887-8337 to learn more. Your friends at Pine Hills Trucking wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Halftime here inside the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. And at the break on the Super Lube scoreboard, the Beaver Dam varsity girls lead Portage by the score of 44-4. Once again, we thank our presenting video sponsors that make this broadcast possible. They include Columbus Family Dental, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, and QBS Law, specializing in personal injury, transactional law, and will and probate. Tonight's game also brought to you by Pine Hills Trucking, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Super Lube, Richelieu Foods, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Power Sports Company, Ballweg Implement, Richards Insurance, Surefire, and Bayside Supper Club. Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District identifies a School of the Month during the school year. A shout out to the students, staff, and families of the Don Smith Learning Academy, January's School of the Month. And for your viewing pleasure and engagement, the Beaver Dam Unified School District's monthly Board of Education meetings are streamed live on the district's YouTube page. Visit bdusd.org for Board of Education information and details on upcoming meetings. All right, big lead for the Golden Beavers at the break. And let's give you the first half individual scoring for Beaver Dam. They were paced by Paige Hodgson, as the Northern Kentucky recruit had 13 points. Portage just unable to stop her in the post in that first half. 13 points for Hodgson. Also in double figures was Kylie Whitnable. She was a force in the post in that first half too. When Hodgson was maybe on the bench getting a rest, or maybe she was up top, all they had to do was go back to the post and find Whitnable, and she was good for 10 points in that first half. Again, with their height advantages, they're really taking advantage of it here tonight. So Whitnable and Hodgson combined for 23 first half points. 13 for Hodgson, 10 for Whitnable. 8 points for Yago, Paige Jagodinsky, with a pair of threes and 8 points total. 6 points for Ani Salatel. She had a pair of trifectas in the first half. Carly Lappin good for 5, including 1 from downtown. Riley Zarnecki with 2. Meanwhile, over on the Portage side, Elizabeth Fick and Malia McCall, each with 2 points apiece for the Warriors. Tough matchup. Again, we talked about it. Warriors coming in at just 1-13 on the year. Beaver Dam 15-1. Golden Beavers this week are ranked number 6 in Division 1 of the WisSports.net rankings. Now, of course, Beaver Dam, as you may have heard last week, got bumped up to Division 1 for the playoffs this year, and so they're no longer being ranked in Division 2. They're now up to Division 1, and that's again because of all the Division 1 schools in Madison, Milwaukee, and some of the bigger schools that have all opted out of the playoffs this year. So they bumped up a lot of schools, including Beaver Dam. They all went up a division, and Beaver Dam this week comes in at number 6 in Division 1 in the WisSports.net poll. I didn't get a chance to see the Associated Press rankings for this week. I assume they're out. They usually come out on Tuesday, but I know in the WisSports poll they're number 6 this week. All right, let's get to some more emails here that have come in. And got one here from Diane. It says, the Golden Beavers rock. They show that they are a strong team. And a shout out to granddaughter Riley Zarnecki and the great announcer Mike. Oh, thank you very much. I'm blushing here. I'm flattered. Best of luck to our injured players. That's from Al and Diane Zarnecki. And Al, Diane, thank you very much for the nice wishes, the well wishes, and your email tonight. Let's see here. Got another one here. Go Warriors. And love your favorite ginger number 2, Lily. How about that? Thank you for checking in tonight. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, another one from my sister. She's really tuned in tonight. She says she would pay to see me play the trombone at halftime. Oh, you wouldn't have to do that. I wouldn't charge you much, sis. So thanks for the vote of confidence there. Again, if you want to send an email, send me one to sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and I'll be happy to give you a shout-out during the broadcast here tonight. Also, speaking of broadcasts, we have more Beaver Dam High School sports coming up later this week on the dailydodge.com video stream. As a matter of fact, on Friday night, we've got Beaver Dam JV and Varsity boys hockey, as the Golden Beaver boys hockey team will entertain Waukesha North over at the Family Center. Wade Bates will have the play-by-play. The JV game starts at 5, Varsity to follow at 7. The Varsity game will actually be simulcast here on 1430 WBEV. And then Saturday afternoon, back here in the field house on the dailydodge.com video stream. Saturday afternoon, the Beaver Dam girls, JV and Varsity, will take on Sauk Prairie, and we'll have both those games video streamed for you. I'll be here to do the play-by-play of those, with the JV starting at about 2:30. The Varsity game will follow at roughly 4 o'clock. So that's what we've got coming up for you Friday and Saturday. And, of course, on Sunday, all eyes will be focused on Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, as the Packers will do battle against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game. The Battle of the Bays. And, of course, if for some reason you're not near a TV, well, that's okay, because you can listen to the game on 1430 WBEV. And that kicks off at around 2:05 on Sunday afternoon. 2:05 kickoff. We get the early game this week. The AFC title game will be the later affair. That starts, I believe, around 5:40, I want to say. 5:40 Central Time, with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs going at it down at Arrowhead Stadium. So we are just about ready to get this second half underway. Again, Beaver Dam is up 40, and with Beaver Dam having such a big lead, if we get to the 9-minute mark of the second half and the lead is 40 or more, there will be a running clock. Beaver Dam inbounds at midcourt to start the second half. And in the second half, the Golden Beavers go left to right, as I see it. Portage right to left across your radio dial. Hodgson for 3. Wow! Paige Hodgson, I mentioned she was doing all that damage down in the post. She steps out at the top of the key, hits a line drive 3 to start the half. 47-4. Yeah, she can step out and hit the 3 too once in a while. I mean, it's not all from close range. A lot of it's been. Here's a drive by Fick. She's blocked on the reverse by Hodgson. Loose ball came away to a Portage teammate who put a shot up. That one was no good. I was trying to see the number. That was actually put up by Kreisiger. But Beaver Dam brings it back the other way. And now a turnaround shot, good. Hodgson. Hodgson scores again. 49-4. She's doing it all. She's got 18 points. Just about 1 minute gone here in the second half. Beaver Dam, I mean, what an amazing, we talked about all the points there. There's a turnover. And Kinsey was off to the races, but she stepped on the sideline. Didn't have enough real estate there, apparently. So Portage catches a break. And you're talking about all these points and three-pointers and these shots that Hodgson's making and Whitnable made in the post. But let's not forget the defense here. I mean, been just right on cue. Beaver Dam forces a turnover. I mean, Portage has 2 field goals in this game. And I don't care how much, how good you are or how much you've struggled, as a team. Here's a 3. Oh, Hodgson hits a triple. Another one. 21 points. And it's 52-4. But, yeah, how about the defensive effort? Is that maybe more impressive than what we're seeing on the offensive side here? And, again, I know Portage just struggled, but still, there's a traveling violation. You don't have to apologize for good defense. And, my goodness, Beaver Dam is just 2 field goals. And we've played now almost 20 minutes of basketball. mean, the last time these two teams played, that was back the first game of the year. Nice post feed. There is Whitnable, putting it high off the glass. 54-4 Beaver Dam on the Super Loop scoreboard. First game of the year, November 24th. Beaver Dam, now they had several different players that were not out with injuries in that game. There's a layup good for Kreitziger. Obviously, they had their full complement of players at the beginning of the year, and they won that game 96-16. But here's a bucket for Salatel on the left doorstep. But you got to give credit because obviously the Beaver Dam very short-handed tonight, and even with as short-handed as they are, it shows you, the quality of play from the so-called reserves. Some of the younger players. That's probably a better term. And I hate to use that term reserve, but I mean these players are really quality players. And some of these younger players, some of these bench players are showing that they can keep up the high-level play as the Warriors turn it over. Yago ahead, Hodson layup, got it. Boy, Hodson, there's no stopping her. 23 points for Page in this game. We have 14:36 to go in the ball game. On the Super Loop scoreboard, 58-6. And a jumper on the left baseline. It is no good for Elizabeth Fick. Here's Yago ahead. Out to the left side. Salatel, three on the way. Got it! Ani Salatel hits the trifecta. 61-6. BD on top of Portage. But, this is... Beaver Dam basketball at its finest, what we're seeing here. I mean, here's a rainbow shot, no good. Rebound for Hodgson. You think back over how many years now? I mean, let's face it, as the ball is out of bounds off the hands of Whitnable, they were trying to feed her in fast break. You think back over the last umpteen years, Beaver Dam, the hallmark of the team, they've always prided themselves on defense, and they played just lights out, suffocating defense for so long. Yes, they've had unbelievable talent on this team, lots of Division I and Division II college recruits, and that could easily score. That were prolific scorers, but it's all really been predicated on defense. It always goes back to the defense, and that's what we're seeing here again tonight. I mean, it's probably old hat by now, but that's just the way it is, and that's not going to change anytime soon. As we got a 5 count here on Portage. I mean, right on cue. So it's, you think back, and that's, we shouldn't be surprised, I guess, when Beaver Dam does things like this. It's just the culture and the program, and that's where they're at. I mean, it's not just Portage. I mean, Beaver Dam causes fits for a lot of teams. Yes, there's a lot of good teams out there, too, that Beaver Dam is going to be pacing here probably in the next few weeks. That maybe it won't be 61-6, but this is the stuff that will get you through on a night when when maybe you're struggling offensively. Here's a post feed. Hodgson off the glass. Well, it's too easy. 25 points for Paige Hodgson. 63-6. But I mean, we can talk about that at any level, and boys, girls, basketball doesn't matter. That defense will carry you through on some of these nights if for whatever reason you're having an off night. Maybe some of your top scorers just, aren't feeling it. Maybe the threes aren't dropping, or you got injuries. I mean, now tonight that's not a problem for the Golden Beavers, but, not every night's going to be as easy. And there's a striker picking up the ball off the miss, rebound, and throws it ahead to Zarnecki, who goes in for a layup. Gets fouled, and it's an old-fashioned three-point opportunity for Riley Zarnecki. She'll go to the charity stripe for a Richelieu Foods free throw. Asia McCall picks up the foul. Just getting some subs set here. So Zarnecki gets one. And it is off the rim, no good. Offensive board, a striker. Over now to the left side. Oh, pass is intercepted by Malia McCall. So the Warriors bring it ahead. On the right side, here is Asia McCall. Back up top now for Kreitziger. Kreitziger takes a dribble or two, puts on the brakes, tries to feed it to McCall on the block, puts a shot up and scores. That is a bucket for Asia McCall. Shot at the other end is off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Portage pulling it out of there. That is Vanessa Coppernoll. She is a 5'5" junior out there for Coach Jessica Howe. $11:39 to go in the half and a turnover as a striker throws it ahead to Ellen Poles, and Poles will lay it up and in for two more. 67-8, BD on top on your Super Lube scoreboard. As we approach the 11-minute mark and counting of this ball game. Get another email here. This one's in from Tom Boyum. It says, Mike, you do a great job covering these games by yourself. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Tom says it's great fun to be able to follow the Beaver Dam girls team. He says, keep up the good work. Well, I appreciate that, Tom. I will definitely try and keep up the good work. And I know this team's certainly keeping up the good work. That's Tom from St. Petersburg, Florida. Oh, it's been a long time since I've been in St. Petersburg. As we've got a whistle and a jump ball. Portage is going to get it off the alternate possession. Been about 20 years or so since I've been down to the Tampa St. Pete area. My uncle grew up in, one of my uncles grew up in that area. He grew up in Bradenton, Florida, which is nearby. Just across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, if I remember correctly. 3 balls off the mark, rebound for Zarnecki. If I remember my Florida geography from that area. Anyways, Beaver Dam with a 67-8 lead, 10:43 to go. A striker tries a 3. Right in front of her own bench, it's no good. Rebound, offensive board, Poles keeps it alive on the near sideline. Now lob pass back to Kinsey, over to A striker, post feed, Whitnable left block, off the glass, no good. Zarnecki has the offensive board, put back, missed it with the right hand, got her own rebound, put back, got it the second time. 69-8, Golden Beavers lead the Warriors as we have 10:19 to go in the ball game. Here's McCall. Bounce pass is intercepted. 2-on-1 the other way. Zarnecki going to go in left side, and she'll take it in for 2. She's got 8 points, and it's 71-8 Beaver Dam with 9:58 to go. And again, we'll have that running clock here in another 54 seconds. And loose ball, but saved by McCall on the right side. She's double teamed now on the block. Trying to go up and under, and Whitnable's there with the defense. Easier said than done against Whitnable, who's got a little bit of a height advantage. Now McCall fouled as she took a pass near the baseline. Riley Zarnecki picked up the infraction. Boy, we've got wholesale substitutions now for both teams here. Again, if you want to send me an email before the end of the broadcast, we'll sneak one in for you. sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. Here is a little up and under move, and the basket is good for Callie Krieger. 71-10. Beatty with the advantage, big time, and 9:19 to go in the ball game. Zarnecki, right side, sidesteps a defender, missed the layup. Ball is out of bounds, last touch by Portage. So 15 more seconds, and the clock will begin to run. Inbounds pass, Hodgson right there, puts the shot up, no good. And McCall will get the rebound. That's Malia McCall. Oh, Lappin off the turnover gets the bucket to make it 73-10. Got a nice text message here from my good friend Rick Rexroad checking in tonight. Here's McCall with a baseline jumper, hit the side of the backboard. Rebound for the Beavers, and Lappin racing back the other way. Layup, count it, and a foul. Lappin will go to the free throw line for a Richelieu Foods free throw to try and complete the and one. But Rick says we were just able to tune in and says, good to hear you. And Rick, it's great to hear from you, my friend. Thank you so much. And the free throw bounces through for Lappin to make it 76-10. Beaver Dam on your Super Lube scoreboard. It's getting some personnel set here. So Garrigan will walk it up the floor. And she'll go baseline underneath the basket. Salatel is going to get called for the foul. Beaver Dam this season averaging 74.8 per ball game. Well, they're at 76 right now. Running clock, 7:35 to go. Beaver Dam allows on average 39 points a game. Meanwhile, scoring has been a struggle for Portage. I mentioned some of the growing pains they're having as the ball's knocked loose. Portage, on average, 36 points a game they score, and they allow roughly about 66 a game. There's a block by Salatel on Garrigan. Loose ball taken by Zarnecki. Or no, beg your pardon, Poles, rather. And she feeds Hodgson. Now to Lappin. Lappin, left side on the baseline. Flips it back to Hodgson. And she'll send it up to Zarnecki between the circles. Left side dish. Faking a move was Lappin. Now they go around the horn to Poles. She'll try a three on the right elbow. It's a little bit short. She fouled her own shot. Got the rebound. Puts it back up with a floater. Yeah, my old coach in 7th grade basketball, Coach Reynolds, Don Reynolds, he used to preach, follow your shot. Follow your shot. Tronson, follow your shot. And when you do that, like Poles did, that can happen. She got her own rebound, and she put it back up and in. Every time I see that, I think of good old Coach Reynolds, as we've got a ball out of bounds. Portage is going to keep it. Coach Reynolds, the last I heard, was retired and living in Florida. I learned a lot from that guy, playing 7th and 8th grade basketball. And the biggest thing I learned was I wasn't very good. That's true. I wasn't, and there's a reason. There's a reason, folks, that that I didn't play basketball after 9th grade. There's a reason I'm in the broadcast booth. But no, I loved Coach Reynolds. He was fantastic. His son Ryan was a classmate of mine, and we still keep in contact on social media. There's a shot up, no good. Rebound. There's a fight for it. Jump ball as we had Zarnecki getting tied up by Krieger, and this time the arrow gives it to Beaver Dam. But Don Reynolds, he's one of my influential youth sports coaches. And here's to tell you how good our team was. I used to start. And actually, if I would be honest, I wasn't that bad of a defender. I was decent. Hodgson for three. Missed that shot. And Kinsey gets the offensive rebound. Flips it right back to Hodgson. She's all alone for a layup. Got it. Let's see here. I got Hodgson for 27 points. It's 80-10 Beaver Dam on the Super Lube scoreboard, 5 minutes to go. But no, I mean, I was a decent defender. Nothing great, but I was decent. I was not a very good ball handler. I could shoot. I could hit the mid-range jumper. As we got a whistle and a foul. But no, overall my game was it was not good. It was mediocre at best. I used to joke that my jersey number was 22. I joked that it was 22 because that's how many points I scored in my career. Anyways, we've got a girls' game here, folks. I digress. Garrigan at three hits the top of the backboard, and I think she got fouled, I believe, which means that she'll head to the free throw line for 3 Richelieu Foods free throws, but the clock continuing to run. We're down to 4:14 left in this one. have to go home and try and dig out some old pictures from my playing days. As the first free throw's off the back of the rim, no good. Those are classic pictures from the 80s there, too, with the short shorts and the high tube socks with the colored stripes at the top. Oh, man, we looked the part. Apparently we didn't have mirrors back then. I don't it's just the way it was. Second free throw is good for Garrigan. She gets one more because, again, she was fouled on a three-point shot. Apparently we didn't have a mirror in our house because I look at those pictures now and go, ooh. Third free throw is, wait a minute now. Did they get some subs here? Did they wave off the first one? I wonder if they did, because they must have, because she's going to shoot another one here. And that one is no good off the rim. Ace Striker with the rebound, and a clock running with 3 minutes exactly left to play in this game on your Super Loop scoreboard. 80-11, Beaver Dam over Portage. Poles for three. Bullseye! Ellen Poles has 7 points. 83-11, Beaver Dam. As the beat goes on, and here is a shot up, no good for Krieger. Rebound was loose. Poles will grab it and throw it ahead to A Striker up the left wing side. A Striker out on the elbow. Goes to Lappin. Over now to Salatel. Return feed to Poles, top of the key. Left side dish. A Striker, deep three. No good off the rim. Long Karam. Offensive board, Poles. 2:16 to go in this one. Now Lappin's up top. Lappin out beyond the arc. A three ball is no good for Salatel. And they blow the whistle as there was a scramble for the rebound. The foul was on Poles. But again, we're down to the final minute and 49 seconds. So we start to close this one out. Beaver Dam led 44-4 at halftime. They've never looked back. And here is a, oh my goodness, look out. That was Cameron Rotz trying to put up a shot, and she ran into the defender, lost the ball out of bounds, and hit the deck. She bounces up, though. She's okay. Minute 13 to play. Got to be tough, too. I haven't talked about it much, but, I mean, those of you watching the video stream can see that the players all have to wear masks as they play. The officials all have to wear masks. I mean, everybody's wearing a mask in the building, but it's got to be hard to play, I would think, and officiate a little bit with those masks on. Three in the corner is good for Poles. I mean, well, but I guess to be said, I'm broadcasting with a mask on. I mean, some people would say that's an improvement. 36 seconds left. 86-11. Beaver Dam leads on the Super Loop scoreboard. And it looks like Garrigan, unfortunately, ran out of real estate, stepped on the sideline. So the final 20 seconds will tick away here in the field house. And Beaver Dam will get this busy week off in good fashion. A Striker inside the free throw line with 10 seconds. Kicks it out. Here is Lappin up to Salatel, top of the bubble. 5 seconds, and she'll just back up a little bit. She can dribble it out. 2 seconds, 1. And there's the horn. Final tonight on the Super Loop scoreboard. Beaver Dam 86 and Portage 11 as the Golden Beavers improved to 16-1 on the season. Another impressive performance. Beaver Dam 86, Portage 11. Warriors dropping to 1-14 on the season. And tell you what we'll do. We will step aside for a 4-minute break. We'll step aside for 4 minutes. We'll come back. We'll have our post-game report right after this break on 1430 WBEV and DailyDodge.com.
Surefire, be sure with Surefire.
Hey, Einstein, this is your house speaking. I don't know if you've picked up on this, but look around. Do you see any red flags that may suggest the furnace isn't working properly or heating efficiently? Take a look at the aquarium. 2 more inches and you can safely ice fish. Your living room thermostat is actually displaying a wind chill factor. And what's that over there in the kitchen? Is it a dustpan? No, it's a snow shovel. Look, genius, it's time to call Surefire and get a premium Lennox home comfort system. Then maybe, just maybe, you can't make a snowman indoors.
Happy New Year from your friends at Surefire. Act now and you could have a top-of-the-line Lennox home comfort system installed for as little as $116 per month. Call Surefire today. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb. This world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam, we are a second-generation family-owned business that has been in the Beaver Dam community for over 25 years. Our goal is to make the process of buying a vehicle fun again. No pressure, no hassle, just quality customer service from our friendly and experienced sales staff. So give us an opportunity the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle. The worst that can happen is we shake hands and part as friends, and if you catch us on the right day, you can enjoy one of Mom's amazing homemade cookies. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam.
My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
QBS Law in Beaver Dam and Mayville is a full-service local law firm. QBS's attorneys and skilled support staff are ready to serve all your legal needs with a personal touch. QBS handles personal injury claims, workers' compensation, Social Security, disability, bankruptcy, litigation cases, business matters, corporate and business issues, criminal, traffic and drunk driving cases, real estate transactions, probate, estate planning, and more. Call QBS Law in Beaver Dam and Mayville or visit them online at qbslaw.com.
Here we go. And welcome back inside the field house, along with my videographer and engineer Justin Wilski and my radio engineer Cale Zomer. This is Mike Tronson. Final score tonight in varsity girls basketball on the Super Lube scoreboard. Beaver Dam defeats Portage by the score of 86-11, and we are joined up here and for his customary post-game chat by Tim Chase, head coach of the Golden Beavers. And Tim, thanks for coming up. Always do appreciate it. And obviously, you got to be very pleased tonight. You and I talked at length before the game about how the team's been shorthanded. It's been a rough couple of weeks here. But these girls, as we said, just keep persevering. And I know that Portage is struggling, but it was an outstanding effort on both sides. I'm not sure which is more impressive, 86 on offense or holding to 11 on defense.
Really impressed, but I'll tell you, this all comes down to the preparation they put in practice and all the work they've done in the off season to prepare for this and all the years they've played basketball. So a lot of solid play from a lot of kids tonight. So I really liked our defensive mentality tonight, that we were going to make it difficult for our opponents to score. And I thought we scored in a variety of different ways on offense tonight as well. So it was, it was just a good all-around game for us, I thought, in many ways tonight.
Yeah, one of the ways you were able to score on offense frequently was you were able to exploit the height advantage you had in the post with Paige Hodgson and Kylie Whitnable, and it was very evident from an early in the game that you were making a concerted effort to get into them quite a bit, and they didn't let you down. They were able to score.
No, we were trying to become a more balanced team. I mean, especially you get to this time of year, you got to find ways to get buckets.
Right.
And that's still our best shooting percentage from the year is inside. So if we can get shots close in, we certainly want to take those. Hodge and Kylie both did a good job tonight. I thought their teammates did a really good job. I thought Maddie Kinsey was outstanding at the point for us tonight. I thought Ani Salatel did a great job for us getting the ball in. I thought Carly Lappin and Riley Zarnecki and Bella A-Striker came in and gave us great energy. Paige Iago was a little beat up a little bit, gave us some good minutes tonight. And then we added Ellen Poles to the mix tonight, and I thought she played a solid game for us.
She really did.
Yeah, so for her, and then with what Hodge and Kylie are doing, it's a nice little team, and hopefully we'll get some of our other players back in the next weeks. I mean, we talked today before the game. We got 3 weeks before tournament comes. Even though there's not a conference season, when we have a Badger conference game, we treat it as like a conference game. That's the way we treat it. And so we take a lot of pride in conference games and always want to play our best.
Going back just a second here, you were talking about all the great contributions, and I think we and I were touched on it a little bit in the pregame, but I would think again you're very pleased, got to be very pleased with these younger players and their development and the way they're progressing and coming along here.
Yeah, I mean, their attitude and the way they just their approach to everything is just outstanding. I mean, they came in from day one just being sponges that wanted to become better basketball players and relying on our seniors, with Maddie Wilkie and Natalie Jens and Paige Hodgson and Avery Stonewall and Paige Agadinsky. And they're just extremely coachable. And they don't get down when they make mistakes. They try to learn from them and get better. A lot of kids, sometimes when you get on them for making a mistake, they kind of get down and feel sorry for themselves. And these kids just want to improve. They just really want to represent Beaver Dam in the best possible way they can.
Well, and so, from reading between the lines, I mean, I sense this from you because you say it a lot, but this is a really fun group to coach, isn't it? Just a really fun. I mean, not that you haven't had great groups in the past. You've had many great teams, but this team. I mean, I sense that how much you enjoy being around them and trying to teach and then their willingness to learn.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, after last year and then, not really having a summer and things like that, you don't have the usual stuff you get in the summer where you kind of get to know the kids as much and see them in the gym and start building those relationships. And it's still, obviously not the same, now with some of the COVID rules and things like that where we can do some things. But they just show up every day, early, ready to work, stay after later, and they are just, they are getting it done in many, many ways. And it's just about the right approach and doing things the right way is our biggest concern. All the other stuff takes care of itself, but first thing you got to do is have the right approach and prepare correctly.
I don't know about you, but I held my breath when Bella A-Striker went down there, was helped off the court.
Yeah, it was
great to see her come back.
Yeah, it was good to see her back. I mean, sprained ankles, it's part of basketball, obviously. But yeah, no, it was good to see her get back in there and start playing a little bit. So we'd certainly like to, get a little bit healthier here these next few weeks,
right?
And get some players back because we got some good players, that obviously are not playing right now as well. But I like the fact that these kids stepped up and we're able to play some good ball tonight for us.
Speaking of sprained ankles, I see Natalie Jens standing down on the court. Now, she didn't play tonight, obviously, but maybe a chance to get her back here later this week. We don't know yet.
We'll see. We'll see how she does tomorrow. It's always one of those things. We'll see how her work with the trainer is and how it's improved. She's a lot better than she was Friday because that thing was pretty huge on Friday night.
Well, she was walking out of here on crutches on Friday night.
It was pretty big when I took a look at it in the training room with the trainer on Friday. So, he just gave her a lot to do over the weekend. And just like everything else she does, Natalie listens to people and wants to do whatever she can. I mean, she is the kids that we've had over the years, they're just such warriors about everything that they do and how they just, they want to do everything they possibly can to be successful. And they use basketball as that vehicle to kind of show that success. But, I mean, the girls, her and the girls that graduated last year and the girls that graduated, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, all the years.
We can go
down.
back all the way
seriously, they're great kids, and their character is just, it's beyond reproach. And I just can't say enough about the type of kids that we have. As a coach, to be able to look back and all the kids you've had an opportunity to coach, and not only great basketball players, but they're the top students, they're the top people, all the little nice things that they do that's right. And we even Portage, talking to a couple of the coaches after the game commented how respectful our kids are during the game. One of their players goes down, we're helping the kids up a little bit, handing the ball to the referee on a loose ball, chasing loose balls down, just treating the game with respect. And that's what we want to be, and we keep on striving to become that type of a team, every day.
It's fun for me to watch you beam about those girls. It really is. I mean, it's a special thing, and I totally get what you're saying. But
yeah, I probably don't tell them enough how great they are, but I try to at the same time. But they're still, I'm the first one to correct them always too when they do something that's not right. But they are a great group, and we're really proud to have them for this year and a lot of them for many years up to come.
Back-to-backs coming up this weekend with Wausau West on Friday. Is that an afternoon game now? Friday,
No,
is that still an evening?
They moved it from Saturday to Friday night.
Okay.
So they had some other stuff kind of coming up on Saturday, which they asked if we'd move.
What time do you have the start time for that?
It'll be 7:15 for us. So
at the Jag, right?
Yeah, 5:45 and 7:15. Yeah, Wausau West really good, undefeated team right now. They've got some pretty high-level players. It's going to be a good challenge for our kids to see where we're at. We may or may not be with players on that game, and then we come back Saturday against Sauk. I think Sauk's a pretty good team, a team with a winning record, and has played some pretty good ball this year. We got out to a really nice start against them the other night. And then at that point, then there's 2 weeks left to go in the season. And
winding down already.
It flies by. And this year, especially because they cut one end off at the beginning and they cut two ends off the back. Because this would have been about the halfway point at the end of last weekend, but we would have had a little bit more, and we'd go through a whole other conference run here and play another 2 weeks later, because usually, the last week of February is when regional week is. So it's picking up pretty quick. And, for our seniors, Maddie and Natalie and Avery and Paige Yago and Paige Hodgson, they've done so much for basketball in our community. And we just want to, give them as special of a moment as we can here their last few games.
Well, we will be here, of course, Saturday for the games against Sauk, JV and Varsity, and that's, I believe, JV at 2:30 and Varsity at 4, I believe, on Saturday. So.
Good feel. That's a nice thing about playing Friday, Saturday. It'll be kind of, similar, hopefully, to what a tournament feel is with that a little bit.
I know you always like to simulate that when possible.
I do, yeah. It's nice to just get the feeling, just so kids can kind of, hey, what time did I get up? What time did I eat lunch? Sometimes that's that little stuff that does make a difference, though. You want to change things up every once in a while, but routine is a good thing as well. So I think the kids like that and appreciate that. And it's funny because some of the routines we've had over the years, if we don't do them, the kids are quick to remind me, hey, are we doing this? Are we doing that?
They go, what's going on here?
Yeah, and here's another thing about our kids today, too. So we had some new kids coming up today playing some different roles. So we have a shoot-around after school. And, hey, Coach, we're going to stay a little bit over and make sure all our kids know all the stuff we're doing. So our seniors took the lead. All the kids stayed extra. A lot of kids, they just get out of the gym right away. We're done, we're out of here. They're like, Coach, we're going to take a little extra time here and make sure these kids got everything down that they need to have down. And I think that's a lot. It just says how much they care about each other and how, they really just want to have as much success as they possibly can by doing all the little things correctly. Because it's those little things that do make a difference.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Tim, congratulations to you and the girls on another win here. 16-1. Beg your pardon. I'm shortchanging here. 16-1. Hey, that's just phenomenal. And looking forward to being back here Saturday for the games against Sauk Prairie.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mike.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam, joining us on the post-game show as he always does. We do appreciate that. Thanks, Tim. Going to see you later in the week here. Let's, we have a moment here, run down the final individual scoring from this game. For the victorious Beavers, who go to 16-1. They were paced by Paige Hodgson. 27 points for Paige. 13 points in the first half, 14 more in the second half. She had a couple of threes that she knocked down along the way, and she was big time, leading the way with 27 points tonight. Also for Beaver Dam in double figures, they were several players in double figures. Kylie Whitnable with a dozen, most of those in the first half. Ani Salatel, 3 triples and 11 points total. And a couple players with 10 points each, Carly Lappin with 10 and Ellen Poles with 10. Also, it was, let's see here, Paige Yagodinsky with 8, all coming in the first half. She had a couple of threes. And Riley Zarnecki with 8 points tonight for the Golden Beavers. Portage, on their side of the ledger, we had several players with 2 points each. It was Callie Krieger, Elizabeth Fick, Malia McCall, Asia McCall, and Emma Kreitziger, all with 2 points each. Jenna Garrigan chipped in a free throw to finish with 1. Portage now 1 and 14 on the season. The next game for Portage is at Poynette this coming Friday night, and then Saturday they go to Horicon for a game just down the road here at 1 o'clock. Next Monday they're on the road at Toma. So in the middle of a bunch of road games right now are the Warriors from Portage. Meanwhile, for Beaver Dam, we mentioned it, their next game is Friday night at the JAG in Wisconsin Dells against Wausau West. And then Saturday we'll be back with you on the DailyDodge.com video stream here in the Fieldhouse. Beaver Dam girls hosting Sauk Prairie. JV and varsity games video streamed beginning at 2:30 with the JV game, 4 o'clock for the varsity, and we hope you'll join us for those two. Also, speaking of Daily Dodge video streams, Friday night we'll be video streaming on Daily Dodge for Beaver Dam boys hockey, as the Beaver Dam boys hockey team entertains Waukesha North at the Family Center right across the street. Wade Bates will have play-by-play. JV game at 5 p.m. The puck drops on the varsity game at 7 bells. And the varsity hockey game Friday night will be simulcast right here on 1430 WBEV. So just want to keep that in mind for later in the week. On behalf of the BD fam, a special shout-out to all medical professionals, first responders, and school nurses listening in on this broadcast. Without you, BD fam wouldn't be able to offer the wonderful opportunities they are during these challenging times. And the Beaver Dam Unified School District would like to thank parents and families for their continued support. BDUSD staff are working hard to make the best of each and every opportunity they have to serve your children. The BD fam, better together. So this one, we're going to wrap this one up tonight here. Just wanted to check. We had a couple of emails that came in that I didn't get to during the actual gameplay, and so I'll do that real quick here right now. This one says, "Good job, Beavers. Miss you guys." This is from Ellen, Maddie, and Bella. So they wanted to check in. And let's see here. What do we got here? Another one says, this is from Catherine, says, "You have been a great announcer. Thank you." Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Means a lot to me, Catherine. Thank you for checking in, and I think that was it. So wanted to get those quickly mentioned before we sign off here. Our presenting video sponsors for tonight's DailyDodge.com video stream: Columbus Family Dental, QBS Law, specializing in personal injury, transactional law, and will and probate, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game's also brought to you by Pine Hills Trucking, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Super Lube, Richelieu Foods, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Power Sports Company, Ballweg Implement, Richards Insurance, Surefire, and Bayside Supper Club. Thanks to all those fine advertising partners for their continued support of Beaver Dam High School athletics here on DailyDodge.com and 1430 WBEV. 86-11. That's your final tonight in the varsity. Beaver Dam a winner over Portage. And in the JV game earlier tonight, Beaver Dam was a winner 71-23. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I want to thank all of you that were kind enough to send us some emails. I do appreciate that. Let's see here. We've got, I want to thank, of course, Cale Zomer back at the radio station for engineering our radio simulcast on the varsity game tonight. And, of course, my videographer and on-site engineer is Ninja Justin Wilski. He's giving me the thumbs up there. Justin, thank you very much for all you do. You're the best in the business. For Cale, for Justin, Mike Tronson saying so long from the BDHS Fieldhouse. Have a pleasant evening, and we'll talk to you later in the week. This has been a presentation of DailyDodge.com and WBEV Sports. Good night, everybody.